The winner of the quarters would go on to the semis at the University of Vermont. Now, unlike basketball, where every game counts as far as the seedings and pairings are concerned, in hockey, it's only the league game. So the 9-2-1 record is basically immaterial for MSJ. The key record is 3-1 in league play, and right now, currently a half game in back of Brattleboro in the league race, Division II, or the Lakes Division, if you will.
Very impressive from MSJ at this point. They do have a lot of the season left, so a lot of things can happen between now and March. And I'm sure we'll see MSJ will be one of those contenders right in there.
Again, if the season would just start today, as far as the playoffs are concerned, if the playoffs were to start today, MSJ would be seeded number 2. If everybody in the division would go on to the playoffs, now we know we have an open format, everybody qualifies. There have been cases where teams don't go if they feel that they don't have a good enough record to go. That's the case. That was the case in hockey last year. If the playoffs were to start today, Mount Mansfield would be at Brattleboro in a quarterfinal game, and Rutland would be at MSJ. So if the standings stayed the same, and again, if the playoffs started today, and still a lot of hockey to be played, just a little over half the season gone by, but if the playoffs were to start tonight, it would be Rutland and MSJ in the quarters. Both clubs out, MSJ and...
Tonight's hockey game between the Tigers of Middlebury Union High School and the Mounties of Mount St. Joseph Academy. Individual introductions, starting with our visitors from Middlebury. Wearing number 30 and playing goal, Wilder Hardy. Wearing number 14 and playing defense, J.J. Rubright. Wearing number 16 and playing defense, Eric Emilo. Wearing number 7 and playing center, Ryan Rubright. Wearing number 12 and playing wing, Jack Allen. Wearing 8 and playing wing, Brian Ford. Wearing number 9, Trevor Beatty. Wearing number 10, Travis Grant. Wearing number 2, Alex Dub. Wearing number 15, Pat Needham. Wearing number 17, Brian Perkins. And wearing number 11, Tony Emilo. The Middlebury Tigers are coached by Mr. Neil Sinclair. And now for the home team Mounties, wearing number 30 and playing goal, Mike Hogan. Wearing number 8 and playing defense, Kevin Doherty. Wearing number 12 and playing defense, Chris Cosgrove. Wearing number 11 and playing center, Jeff Brisbane. Wearing number 2 and playing wing, McGregor Chadwick. Wearing number 17 and playing wing, Luke Bauman. Wearing number 14, Captain Bill Badd. Wearing number 9, Eric Allen. Correction, Eric Abel. Wearing number 16, Trey Shad. Wearing number 20, Trevor Shad. Wearing number 5, John Babb. Wearing number 29, Brent LaFosso. Wearing number 4, Colin Brannon. Wearing number 15, Keith Hannigan. Wearing number 21, Chris Mason. The MSJ Mounties are coached by Mr. Jeff Johnson and assisted by Paul Hogan and Gary Ladovich. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you all stand and join us in our national anthem.
field, Mr. Sisler. The referees, the Mounties will be going right to left here in the first period. Middlebury going left to right. The Middlebury goaltender, Wilder Harding. The Mountie goaltender, Mike Hogan. Trey Shaft is in uniform. He is on the ice, and undoubtedly he will see some action. Again, the Mounties playing without the services of Kurt Bombargi. Mounties coming off that solid win over North Country on Friday night, 7-1. We mentioned the league games are what really count as far as seedings and pairings are concerned. And the Mounties being 3-1. Middlebury, despite a lackluster 3-8-1 record overall, are 2-2-1 in league play. So this is a big league game. Middlebury wins it, and they're in a virtual tie. MSJ wins it, and they have a good, solid lead on Middlebury. And again, right now, pending action tonight. I'm not sure if Brattleboro's in action tonight or not. MSJ a half game in back of Brattleboro. Brattleboro at 4-1 in league play in first place, and MSJ at, once again, 3-1 in league play in the Lakes Division, or Division 2, if you will.
Yeah, the big thing tonight, I think, is Middlebury's only going to be playing with 11 guys, so you're going to see a lot of skating with those two lines, and that could result in a lot of tired players.
Ryan Rubright with Jack Allen and Brian Ford for the Tigers, and Eric Emelo and J.J. Rubright are at the points. It'll be Brisbane with Bauman and Chadwick, who is back in the lineup after missing that game Friday with Cosgrove and Doherty as we're underway. It's quickly in the Middlebury zone. Trying to dig it out was Eric Emelo. With it is McGregor Chadwick in deep to the end board. Had Bauman parked in front. It goes along the far boards, and J.J. Rubright with it. J.J. Rubright sending it out now to Ryan Rubright. He got it into the Mountie zone, poked out to center. Bauman looking for it. Chopped ahead now for Ryan Rubright, and he skates it over the Mountie line along the far boards, fires in, and Hogan makes the save. The rebound comes to the near boards, and skating it out for MSJ, McGregor Chadwick flies over the red line, over the Middlebury line, along the near boards, bumped there. Puck comes loose to the end board, and backboard is Trevor Beanie now. Trevor Beanie sends it out left wing side for Allen. Allen had it poked away by Brisbane. Goes back to Beanie. Bumped by Bauman. Far corner. Bauman with it. Right wing circle. Ridden off the puck, but Brisbane had it for a moment along the far boards, and backboard is Beanie for Middlebury. Beanie behind his own cage. Sets it up for Ford. Ford bumped by Abel as Abel managed to poke the puck in on Harding, and Harding smothers the puck, and we'll have a draw here in the Middlebury zone. So it is indeed Trey Shaft out there now, along with Eric Abel and Bill Babb, Chris Cosgrove, and Kevin Doherty at the points for MSJ. The draw to the right of Wilder Harding. Off the draw, a shot knocked down off the stick of Abel, came out to the point to Cosgrove, sends it in behind Harding, and back forward is Eric Emelo. Eric Emelo sends it up the middle now as Middlebury clears it out to center. Grant with it. Grant manages to get the puck into the zone as the shot came in from Perkins, and Hogan knocked it away. And backboard Chris Cosgrove, and he manages to clear it up the center. Backboard at his own line is Eric Emelo for Middlebury. Then he lost it. It was chopped out by Perkins. As Babb finds it, sends it in front, but there to intercept is Eric Emelo as he sends it up to center now to Grant. Grant on the right wing goes to Needham. Needham over the Mountie line, bumped by Doherty. Got it to the end board. Backboard Cosgrove chops it around up toward Trey Shaft. He wanted to go, but in forechecking is Ford. Ford ridden off the puck. Cosgrove backboard, and Cosgrove clears it the length of the ice. And this will be icing against MSJ. And we'll have the draw in the Mountie zone to the right of Mike Hogan. Alex Davidov is in now. Let's see. They got at the points J.J. Rubright, and also at a point is Eric Emelo. Davidov is up with Jack Allen and also Ryan Rubright, so they switch things out a little bit. Rubright had the draw along with Brisbane. It goes to Cosgrove at the corner, still in the Mountie zone to Chadwick, trying to clear it out, kept in along the near boards by J.J. Rubright, sends it in behind Hogan to the far boards, digging it out there is Allen, sends it in behind the cage to Ryan Rubright. Ryan Rubright to the near corner for Middlebury. Ryan Rubright ridden off the puck at the circle. The shot came in from Davidov, and it was sticked away by Hogan, and the turnaround shot by Jack Allen, the save by Hogan, is actually Allen had picked it up and tried the wraparound, and Hogan there to make the save, but the whistle blew because the cage came off the mooring. No score, 12:37 remaining first period here at the Royce Mandigo Arena, MSJ and Middlebury.
Middlebury doing a lot of forechecking here early on.
It'll be Ryan Rubright taking the draw. Also on the ice now is Tony Emilo, along with Davidov. There are a few Emilos and a few Rubrights in there for Middlebury, and Eric Emilo sends it in behind Hogan. It comes to the near corner now. Chris Cosgrove sends it in behind Hogan again, and in forechecking is Tony Emilo, but he lost the puck to Bauman, and Bauman sticks it out to center, skates it down over the red line, over the Middlebury line now. Luke Bauman had it poked away at the circle. McGregor Chadwick looking for it, and is skating it out to center for Middlebury as Tony Emilo gets it all the way into the Mountie zone, races it down at the end board. He's bumped there, but Cosgrove comes over trying to clear it away, and it's poked out to center as Grant couldn't keep it in. Here's Brisbane over the Middlebury line along the far boards. Brisbane stops along the far boards, bothered there by J.J. Rubright. Brisbane sends it across the ice off the near boards, and it's cleared out to center by the Tigers, and skating it down is Grant over the Mountie line. Grant right to left from the top of the slot. Shot goes in wide. Off the end board is played by Beanie. Beanie in behind Hogan. Wrap around. Hogan knocks it away. John Babb is in trying to clear it away, and it comes all the way out to center, and back forward is Eric Emilo for the Middlebury Tigers. Emilo sends it ahead, and skating it left to right for Middlebury is Beanie. Beanie gets it to the end board in behind Hogan, and back forward is Doherty, and Doherty clears it the length of the ice. This should be icing against MSJ, and it will be, and we'll have the draw back in the Mountie zone. 11:14 remaining here in the first period. No score. Middlebury and MSJ. John Babb seeing some ice time as now Bauman, Chadwick, and Brisbane skate off. Cosgrove and again John Babb at the points. Davidov is in along with Jack Allen, and also in is J.J. Rubright for Middlebury. Let's see. Up is Ryan Rubright along with Davidov and Allen, and J.J. Rubright and Eric Emilo at the points. The draw to the left of Hogan. Off the draw comes to the near corner. Cosgrove with it. Cosgrove tried to clear it. Eric Emilo picked it up, took the shot in from the top of the right wing circle, knocked away by Hogan. Goes to the far boards. Allen lost it to Bauman. Bauman skates it out to center. Bauman over the red line. Bauman over the Mountie line. And we have a penalty coming up here.
It'll be offside.
No, it's going to be offside. I thought they were going to call a penalty there for a moment. Offside against MSJ. We'll have the draw just outside the Middlebury zone. Middlebury played North Country 2 weeks ago and won the game 6-3. So this Middlebury club has defeated North Country. Again, MSJ coming off that 7-1 victory Friday night. Allen and Brisbane on the draw. Allen in with Davidov, or I should say on the draw is Ryan Rubright, but Allen on his left wing side, and Davidov, that's the line now for Middlebury. Again, Brisbane's line for MSJ. Off the draw, back forward Cosgrove over the red line, dumps it into the Tigers zone, and back forward, well, J.J. Rubright couldn't quite get it down as Bauman centered it in front. It was deflected, and actually Harding had to make the save. Wilder Harding still in the Middlebury zone near corner. Chadwick in forechecking. Brisbane it is in as well. Brisbane tries to dig it out, and there with it is J.J. Rubright. Starts it behind his own cage. Pass off left wing side for Jack Allen. Sends it out to center where Cosgrove intercepts and dumps it back in from outside the blue line. Back in behind Harding. Digging it out near corner, McGregor Chadwick. Bumped by Davidov. Over there forward is J.J. Rubright. Sent along the near boards. Brisbane picks it up and had it poked away. It's at the circle. Chadwick along the line now, and it comes out of the zone. McGregor Chadwick still with it at center, and he deflects it back into the Middlebury zone where it's knocked back out to center by J.J. Rubright. Onto the stick now of Travis Grant, who lost the puck, and the Mounties clear it out to center. Back forward for Middlebury is Pat Needham. Needham sends it back into the Mountie zone, and with it is Chris Cosgrove. Gets it up to Trey Shaft over the red line, stick handling nicely over the Middlebury line. This is offside MSJ as he had Abel ahead, and Abel was over the line ahead of the play. No score, 9:47 remaining first period. MSJ and Middlebury.
Boy, one of the things Middlebury's been doing a lot right now, they've been moving the puck around very well. And even though I said before with only 11 guys, I thought that they'd get tired a little earlier. It hasn't been the case. I think their conditioning comes into play now.
Brian Ford out now as they're mixing up the lines just a bit. Brian Ford in with Travis Grant, who took the draw along the far board center ice. Eric Abel steers it in behind Harding. Around the boards it comes. Pat Needham over for it. And they're forward checking both Bill Babb and Trey Shaft. Finally is getting it out to center for Middlebury was Beanie. Sent into the zone by Needham. Mounties clear it back out. John Babb get it out to center. The Tigers send it back in behind Hogan. And back forward is Chris Cosgrove, left wing side. His pass stopped in the zone by Beanie. Top of the circle to the right wing circle, ridden off the puck. But the shot came in from Needham, deflected by Cosgrove. He finds the puck and clears it the length of the ice. This will be icing against MSJ. We'll have the draw back in the Mountie zone to the left of Mike Hogan. 9:08 remaining in the first period, no score.
Boy, now Middlebury is definitely dominating the first 5 minutes of this game.
What do we got for shots on goal here in the early going?
Well, I got 4 for Mike Hogan on net and 2 for Harding.
So Wilder Harding has 2 saves. Mike Hogan with 4 in the early going. Ryan Rubright with Allen and Davidoff up for Middlebury as Brisbane's line for the Mounties. It goes to John Babb, and he tries to clear it, but kept in at the left point by J.J. Rubright. Doherty lost it to Jack Allen. Allen centers it, but Babb knocks it away, but stolen away at the circle. Quick shot, hit the post off the stick of Ryan Rubright. Rubright got it back again, chopped it in behind the cage. McGregor Chadwick sends it to the far corner, and we have a whistle now and a penalty coming up.
Matching, I believe.
I believe it's matching as well. They'll be skating 4-on-4. Kevin Doherty will be going off for the Mounties, and it'll be Ryan Rubright going off for Middlebury. So they'll be skating 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes here with 8:47 remaining in the first period. What do they call, roughing?
I believe so.
Generally they do when it's matching penalties like that. So the draw to the right of Mike Hogan. No score, and they'll be skating 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. 8:47 remaining here in the first period. Play back in. It's at the far corner, Mountie zone. Trying to dig it out is Eric Emelo. Came loose to McGregor Chadwick. Tried to clear it out. Out to the point. The shot comes in wide. And so that came off the stick of Davidoff. Keeping it alive at the line now is Eric Emelo as it came back out to the point. Sent it in behind Mike Hogan, and with it is Chris Cosgrove. They're skating 4-on-4. Cosgrove got it out to center. Davidoff now sends it to Allen, and Allen steers it into the Mountie zone, but getting it back out to center. Chadwick over the red line, over the Middlebury line now. Chadwick left wing circle. Chadwick had it poked away by J.J. Rubright. Came back in front as Bauman found it. Now along the near boards, Cosgrove. His shot deflected, and it goes to Bauman in front. Centers it for Brisbane. His shot knocked down in front as Middlebury controlling, and skating out to center is Pat Needham. And Needham, or check it, Eric Emelo, and he sends it into the Mountie zone, and back forward is Chris Cosgrove. Minute 4 left on the matching penalties as the Mounties skated out to center. Bauman lost it at center as it was deflected all the way back into the Middlebury zone, and back forward is J.J. Rubright. 54 seconds left on the matching penalties. Gets it to Davidoff. Try to clear. Shaft keeps it in along the line. Wanted to go to Brisbane. Brisbane had it poked away at the circle. Comes back to Shaft as they can't clear. Shaft takes the shot, saved by Harding, and Harding leaves it now as sending it out to center J.J. Rubright. Right onto the stick of Grant. Grant sending it left wing side to the left wing circle. The shot. Score! Tony Emelo for the left wing circle. It's 1-0 Middlebury with 7:16 remaining in the first period.
Tony Emelo. That was a nice shot from the point from Tony.
Well, actually, from the left wing circle, Tony Emelo scores for Middlebury. Grant will get an assist on that. He found Tony Emelo at the circle, and he beat Hogan. I heard it ping a little bit. I think it hit the crossbar and went underneath.
Trevor Beebe also had an assist on that.
Beanie on the assist, and also Grant on the assist. Tony Emelo on the goal. Still 20 seconds left in the matching penalties. Over the line, Travis Grant in deep on Cosgrove. Got it to the end board. Grant still controlling. Grant sent it in front. It went right by Travis Beanie, or Trevor Beanie. Went to the Pat Needham, got it to the end board. Cosgrove tries to clear it out, and now with it is Trey Shaft, sends it behind his own cage along the far boards. Wanted to go up to Babb, kept in by Needham. Send it in behind Hogan, and back for Cosgrove. Penalties over. Both teams in full strength now. As skating it over the line was Tony Emelo as it came out to center, and Middlebury is whistled down for the offside. Tony Emelo on the goal for Middlebury. Again, Grant and Beanie on the assist. 1-0 Middlebury. Now 6:38 remaining here in the first period. And that goal came with the team skating 4-on-4. They're both at full strength now. Brisbane takes the draw with Ryan Rubright. It goes to Chadwick, and he swats it up to center. Allen had it for a moment, lost it to Bauman, to Brisbane, to Bauman over the line. Bauman in front to Chadwick. Chadwick shoots it in. The save made by Harding. Goes to the far corner now. Brisbane with it. Sends it out to Chadwick, far corner. He's hit. It goes back to Brisbane. Brisbane ridden off the puck in behind the cage. Chadwick again. Sends it in front. They're looking for it. Knocked away. It went back to Chadwick and trying to swat it around the boards. J.J. Rubright took a funny bounce to the circle. Brisbane shoots it in. Harding on the save, and he hangs on.
Boy, that was a quick save by Harding, too.
Quick shot by Brisbane. Wilder Harding on the save for Middlebury, the freshman goaltender. He'll have the draw to the left of Harding in the Middlebury zone. 6:04 remaining first period. It's 1-0 Middlebury.
MSJ not wasting any time coming back in, trying to even things up.
John Babb and Kevin Doherty at the points. Brisbane, Chadwick, and Bauman up front. Draw to the left of Harding. Off the draw to the point to Babb. One times it. It goes off the glass in behind Harding. Around the boards now to Bauman. Bauman, stick handling, changes direction along the near boards. Middlebury zone. Over is Ryan Rubright trying to dig it out. Brisbane there as well, forechecking. Brisbane along the near boards, near corner. Brisbane bothered by Jack Allen. Then he gets bumped, and back forward is Eric Emilo. Eric Emilo is bumped, but he controls along the far board, still in his own zone, and clears it out to center. Too far for Ryan Rubright, all the way back down into the Mountie zone. And icing waved off. Back forward is John Babb. Babb sends it out to center. Deflected at center. Back to Eric Emilo at his own line for Middlebury. Pass too far for Allen across the red line. Bauman got it to Brisbane, and Brisbane sends it in behind Harding in the Middlebury zone. Around the boards it goes. Both teams change. Abel from the far board shoots it in on Harding, and he makes the save and hangs on. 1-0 Middlebury on the goal by Tony Emilo. 5:13 remaining in the first period.
Wilder Harding from Middlebury not taking any chances jumping on that puck.
It'll be Billy Babb in to take the draw. As off the draw goes to the slot. Babb trying to chase it down. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. And Middlebury skates it out to center. Up over the Mountie line is Beanie. Skates it right to left. Left wing circle. Beanie sends it to the circle. Quick shot. Knocked down. That came off the stick of Perkins. In behind the cage. Chris Cosgrove with it. Cosgrove sends it up along the far boards to Abel off him. But it goes to Babb, and he skates it out to center. Bill Babb shoots the puck in as it deflected off Pat Needham into the Middlebury zone. Trey Shaft just skated it down for a moment, lost it to Travis Grant, and finally it's cleared out to center by Middlebury all the way back down into the Mountie zone as it came off the stick of Beanie eventually, and this will be icing called against Middlebury, and we'll have the draw back in the Middlebury zone. 1-0 Middlebury, 4:37 remaining here in the first period at Royce Mandagos. Bauman, Brisbane, and Chadwick back for the Mounties with Cosgrove and John Babb. And it's Ryan Rubright, Jack Allen in. Davidov is in for Middlebury. Also in there is J.J. Rubright. And also Beanie. Trevor Beanie. There's Trevors and Travises all over the league. This is Trevor here. John Babb keeps it in at the point, sends it to the end board as Middlebury tries to clear it away. J.J. Rubright gets it off left wing side for Jack Allen. As Allen skates it up to center, Allen over the Mountie line. Adam leaves it for Beanie. He's ridden off the puck, and Brisbane with it now. And Brisbane sends it ahead down to Bauman. Had it poke checked away at the red line. Went to Chadwick, got it into the Middlebury zone, had it poked away. And it comes back out to center. John Babb back at his own line for the Mounties. Fires back into the Middlebury zone, and back forward is J.J. Rubright. J.J. Rubright sends it along the far boards for Allen. He's hit there by Bauman. Brisbane looking for it. Now Ryan Rubright with it. Ryan up over the red line from outside the blue line. Fires in. Pad save. Right pad of Hogan as John Babb's looking for it in the Mountie zone. Ryan Rubright and John Babb far corner Mountie zone. Babb kicks it ahead. Kept in by Tony Emilo to Beanie at the left wing circle. Back to Tony Emilo who's got the goal. Out front the shot scored. J.J. Rubright. They sent it out to the line and Rubright beat Mike Hogan. It's 2-0 Middlebury. 3:38 left here in the first period.
Boy, Rubright took a wicked shot from the point on that one there. It was a one-timer. Mike Hogan never even saw that one. His own defense was screening him in front of the net.
Tony Emilo will get an assist on that. at least one assist. It'll go to Tony Emelo. They sent it out to the blue line, to the point, and J.J. Rubright beat Mike Hogan, and Middlebury now has a 2-0 lead. Play back in. Trey Schaap goes down at center. Got it into the zone, knocked back out to center by J.J. Rubright, and the Tigers finally get into the Mountie zone, but this will be icing whistle down against Middlebury. Well, certainly Tony Emelo got an assist on that. And that was it? Yeah. J.J. Rubright on the goal from the point. Tony Emelo on the assist. The draw to the right of Harding in the Middlebury zone. It's 2-0 Middlebury Tigers. Bill Babb taking the draw for the Mounties. Got it to Trey Schaap along the near boards. Trying to bounce it in front, but back forward is Eric Emelo behind his own cage for Middlebury. Emelo finds an opening and clears it the length of the ice. This will be icing against Middlebury. 3:16 remaining first period. 2-0 Middlebury. Goals from Tony Emelo and J.J. Rubright.
Boy, I got to take back what I said earlier about Middlebury being tired. Conditioning certainly is coming into play here.
Well, you're saying that because they have the 11 skaters. The draw to the right of Harding. Eric Emelo and Bill Babb on the draw. Babb looking for it, sent it to the near corner. Babb digs it out, centers it in front, but nobody there. As over forward Eric Abel as he's in for checking. Abel ridden off the puck by J.J. Rubright, and Rubright sends the pass along to center. Skating it out, Travis Grant, bumped by Doherty as it trickles into the Mountie zone. Doherty had it knocked down. Eric Emelo hit at the right wing circle. Eric Abel with it and backhands it out to center all the way into the Middlebury zone. Trey Schaap is skating it down and couldn't quite get there. J.J. Rubright poked it away. Rubright sends it along the near boards. Trey Schaap gets it back again for the Mounties. He goes now to Abel. Wanted to go to Bill Babb. He's ridden out of there in front as it goes to Eric Emelo. Emelo sends it out right wing side for Needham. Needham got it out to center, and Cosgrove there for the Mounties. Sends it up to Trey Schaap to the red line. Trey Schaap backhands it into the Tiger zone, and back forward is Eric Emelo. Eric Emelo will start it behind his own goaltender for Middlebury. Starts it off left wing side. Gets it out to center to Allen. Allen ridden off the puck by Cosgrove, and this it causes an offside as it was picked up in the zone by Ryan Rubright. Nice play by Chris Cosgrove. As looked like Allen and Ryan Rubright might go in on Mike Hogan, but Cosgrove broke the play up and caused the offside. Beanie and Eric Emelo at the points. Allen, Davidov, and Ryan Rubright up front. Rubright taking the draw. Brisbane's line with Chadwick and also Bauman, Kevin Doherty, and John Babb at the points. Off the draw, it trickles in wide of Hogan. He leaves it for John Babb. Wanted to come out to Chadwick. Davidov knocked it down, lost it to Brisbane. Out to Bauman off his stick as it trickles into the Middlebury zone, where Allen sends it out to center. And then Doherty fires back in to the Middlebury zone, and we have a cross-checking call coming up here. It'll be a Mountie going off for cross-checking. It will be Jeff Brisbane, and Middlebury will go on the power play for the rest of the period. Minute 56 remaining in the first period. It's 2-0 Middlebury, and Middlebury with the first power play opportunity of the hockey game.
Middlebury, a team that only has one freshman in goal, but only has two seniors on the squad. The rest are all underclassmen.
Now in there is Tony Emelo, Jack Allen, Ryan Rubright. Also in there is Trevor Beanie and J.J. Rubright on the power play. As off the draw goes to Cosgrove at the red line. He shoots it into the Middlebury zone in behind Harding, and back forward J.J. Rubright has got a goal. Up to Ryan Rubright at center, up over the red line. Ryan Rubright over the Mountie line, right to left. Stops along the far boards. Poked out to center and back into the Tiger zone by McGregor Chadwick. On a chase, Luke Bauman. Luke Bauman gets it at the end board and then is poked away by Beanie. Chadwick comes over though, sends it to the end board. Bauman gets it back in behind Harding. Mountie is short-handed here. Minute 30 left on the Middlebury power play. Bauman near corner. Minute 20 left in the first period. Puck comes loose. It goes to J.J. Rubright. J.J. Rubright now sends it back to Beanie behind his own cage. And Trevor Beanie will start it up the middle for Middlebury. Trevor Beanie left wing pass to Ryan Rubright over the Mountie line. Shoots it in, deflected by Doherty to the end board behind Hogan. Cosgrove tries to fire it around the boards. And it's kept in. No, it's poked out to center by Bauman. And back for J.J. Rubright. 58 seconds left in the first period. 1 minute left in the Middlebury power play. J.J. Rubright skates it to the line and dumps it in behind Hogan. And back forward Chris Cosgrove. Chris Cosgrove bothered there by Tony Emelo. Sends it to the near boards for Trey Schaap. Trey Schaff finds an opening and clears it back down to the Middlebury zone. 40 seconds left in the first period. Now 42 seconds remaining on the Middlebury power play. Backboard is Beanie. Beanie starts it up the middle for Middlebury. 30 seconds left in the period. Beanie sent it up to center off Tony Emelo. Doherty sends it back to the Middlebury line. Beanie has it. Beanie sends it up now to Eric Emelo. Ridden off the puck of the Mountie line by Doherty. Cleared out to center by Cosgrove. 20 seconds left in the period. Middlebury controlling. Davidov now skates it to the Mountie line. Shoots it in. Deflected to the end board in behind Hogan. Back for Kevin Doherty. Doherty looking to clear it out. Knocked down by Grant. Now Beanie with it for a quarter. 5 seconds left in the period. Beanie shoots it in. Deflected high into the air behind the cage by Hogan. And that's the end of the period. So we played one here at the Royce Mandigo Arena. Still 5 seconds left on the Middlebury power play going into the second period. And Middlebury has a 2-0 lead. That's your score. Middlebury 2, MSJ nothing after a period. We'll be back after this timeout. In the first place, Middlebury at 2-2-1 in league play, and MSJ at 3-1. And this is a big, big game. Middlebury wins it. They're 3-2-1, and the Mounties are 3-2 with just a slight lead over Middlebury. And again, the seedings and pairings, and we're just a little over halfway through the season, but still a lot of league games to be played before it's all said and done. A long way to go. But yeah, we wanted to start talking about the league records. We've been basically, because a lot of the games have been non-league games, basically been talking about the overall record, which MSJ is 9-2-1, Middlebury 3-8-1. But that tells you again how important it is, because Middlebury's record is comparable here at 2-2-1 in league play to MSJ's record at 3-1. 5 seconds left on the Middlebury power play going into the second period, and that is how much time left on Jeff Brisbane's penalty. Again, Middlebury with a 2-0 lead as we get set for the second period, getting goals from Tony Emelo and J.J. Rubright. And Tony Emelo has been in the both goals here. He had the assist on the second goal, the one by J.J. Rubright out front at the point. And Tony Emelo, his goal from the left wing circle. I was telling you there seemed to be a lot of Trevors and also Travises. There's a Travis Grant and a Trevor Beanie for Middlebury. There is, of course, a Trevor Schaff for MSJ. There are two Rubrights, Ryan Rubright and J.J. Rubright. J.J. getting that second goal. And there's Tony Emelo, and there's Eric Emelo for Middlebury. So you start getting the brother combinations a little bit here tonight. So a few Emelos, a few Schaffs, a few Rubrights.
A lot of families involved in this game.
A few Trevors and a Travis and a Trey.
One of the things I point out about Middlebury, which really surprised me, is that they seem to really be in conditioning wise, they seem to be in shape, and that's a result of having few. Yeah, losing me here.
Yeah, we still have that short circuit on that, but just leave it in one position, we'll be all set.
The number you have reached has been disconnected.
Okay, you're all set. Go ahead.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, one of the things I have to point out is that they seem to be in a lot better shape than we realized earlier. And the reason being is because since they have fewer guys, that means they get more ice time, therefore they're going to be in better shape. And we certainly saw that in the first period.
Well, of course, the Mounties playing without Kurt Bombargi. Middlebury does have 2 injured players, so they're playing without the services of a couple of their players. And so we'll see what happens here in the second period. Middlebury with a 2-0 lead. MSJ will be going left to right as Wilder Harding is in goal for Middlebury off to our right, and it is Mike Hogan in goal for the Mounties off to our left. Middlebury will be going right to left. Again, 5 seconds left on the Jeff Brisbane penalty, and it's 5 seconds left on the Middlebury power play opportunity.
One of the things I didn't see MSJ doing early on was most of the games they're in, they are pretty physical when it comes down to the second and third periods. Let's see if Jeff Johnson comes out flying here.
It'll be Chris Cosgrove along with McGregor Chadwick, Luke Bauman, and Kevin Doherty for the Mounties. Ryan Rubright, Jack Allen for Middlebury, along with Alex Davidov. And J.J. Rubright is at a point, along with Eric Emelo. So It's Chadwick and Ryan Rubright on the draw. In 5 seconds, Brisbane will be back off the draw to Cosgrove, his own line. He shoots the puck all the way into the Middlebury zone behind Harding. Brisbane is back. The puck loose. Bauman almost chased it down as Harding was behind the cage. Bauman couldn't quite reach it as it was cleared away. The Mounties still have it in the Middlebury zone as it goes to Bauman. They got a penalty coming up against Middlebury. Chadwick with it. Top of the right wing circle. Out to the left point to Cosgrove. Fires in, and it's deflected off the glass by Harding. Goes to Brisbane. Mounties still controlling. A penalty coming up against Middlebury. Brisbane sends it now to the end board to Eric Gable. Down to Bauman, out to Doherty at the point, and Doherty wanted to go to the left point. Nobody there. Ryan Rubright finally touches up the puck for Middlebury, and here comes the penalty for interference against Middlebury. The Mounties had the puck for about 20 more seconds after the penalty was called, and going off for Middlebury will be Jack Allen for interference. So the Mounties have their golden opportunity here, going on their first power play opportunity in the hockey game. As they try to climb back in this one, they're trailing 2-0 with 14:24 remaining in the second period.
Boy, they really worked the puck around on that one. That was great.
Brisbane and Ryan Rubright on the draw, and off the draw it trickles into the Middlebury zone, but it comes back out again as Chadwick couldn't quite control it. Doherty knocks it back into the Tiger zone. Davidoff trying to chase it down, bumped by Chadwick, grabs it far boards. McGregor Chadwick far corner now, try to center it for Bauman, knocked away, but out to the left point to Cosgrove. Shot deflected to the circle. Now with it is Chadwick. Skates it left to right. His backhander save the Harding, and he hangs on. The backhander from McGregor Chadwick, top of the slot. Right before that penalty was called, there was a shot that went in behind Harding. Harding was behind the cage. The puck came back out in front. It was just sitting there at the crease, and Bauman couldn't quite chase it down. He had the wide open net. Draw to the right of Harding in the Middlebury zone. Off the draw to the left point to Cosgrove. Fires in front. Wanted to go to Bauman. Bauman has it at the circle now. Bauman sends it along the near boards for Doherty at the right point. Doherty sends it in behind Harding, and it goes behind the cage. Eric Emelo tried to clear it away. Deflected by Chadwick off the glass to Cosgrove at the point. Fires in, save. Harding, and Harding covers up on the rebound with Bauman waiting right at the doorstep, and Brisbane was there as well. Minute 15 left on the Mountie power play.
Mounties working the puck around really well, using their points excellent.
As Grant and Beanie skate onto the ice for Middlebury. Travis Grant and Trevor Beanie. Eric Emelo and Brisbane on the draw. Goes to Chadwick, top of the circle. Fires in, glove by Harding, and he hangs on with Bauman waiting at the doorstep. Brisbane, Bauman, and McGregor Chadwick on the power play with Kevin Doherty and Chris Cosgrove. As I say that, Eric Gable comes on for Kevin Doherty.
Boy, this freshman goaltender from Middlebury is really putting on a show so far. 4 quick saves.
Eric Emelo and Brisbane on the draw to the right of Wilder Harding. Off the draw, top of the circle, goes to Chadwick. Fires in wide off the end board, knocked away by Harding. Abel with it. Abel bothered there by J.J. Rubright. Can't clear, kept in along the near boards by Brisbane. Sends it along the near boards now to Cosgrove. Out to the left point to Chadwick. Skates it to the top of the circle. Fires and scores! McGregor Chadwick from the top of the left wing circle. A power play goal. It's 2-1 Middlebury. 13-18 left second period.
McGregor Chadwick with a nice shot up from the point. Wilder Harding screened in front of the net. Couldn't see it. 2-1 Middlebury.
McGregor Chadwick on a whistler from the top of the left wing circle on the power play. Cosgrove on the assist, and Brisbane on an assist. So Brisbane and Cosgrove on the assist. McGregor Chadwick on the power play goal, and the Mounties have cut the Middlebury lead to 1. The Tigers lead at 2-1. Ryan Perkins seeing some action on the line along with Ryan Rubright now. Beanie and Eric Emelo, and also in there is Pat Needham for Middlebury as Cosgrove gets hit as he knocked the puck into the Middlebury zone. They clear it back out. Cosgrove again from the red line. Fires in wide of Harding off the end board. In behind Harding goes Eric Emelo. Emelo sends it out right wing side for Needham. Needham skates it out for Middlebury. Pass too far at center. It goes right to Eric Abel. He steers it back into the Middlebury zone. In behind Harding. Digging it out now far corner is Schaff. Trey Schaff with it along the far boards. Tiger zone. Trey Schaff goes to Abel along the line. Eric Abel left to right. Eric Abel backhanded pass. Got it to the circle and backboard is Needham behind his own cage now for Middlebury. Sends it out to Ryan Rubright along the far boards. Ryan Rubright will start it back behind his own goaltender. Starting it out left wing side and clears it out to center where Doherty finds it at the red line. Whistles it all the way in on Harding, and this is offside MSJ. And the draw will come at center ice. 2-1 Middlebury, 12:27 left second period. Middlebury getting 2 first period goals, but Chadwick cashing in on the power play opportunity for the Mounties here in the second period. It'll be Brisbane and Travis Grant on the draw at center. It goes to McGregor. Chadwick drops it back to his own line for Cosgrove. Knocked into the zone by Grant, but comes back out as the Mounties clear it out. And now Bauman with it. Send it out to center, but Davidov there for Middlebury. Chadwick knocks it down. It goes back to Grant near his own line. Grant's pass at center. Intercepted by Bauman. He's bumped by Grant, but Bauman still controlling. Bumped again. It goes to Brisbane over the line. Brisbane down the middle. Brisbane trying to split the defense. Does as he grabs it at the end board now. Brisbane sends it to the far corner along the far boards for Luke Bauman. Bauman sends it back to the end board for McGregor. Chadwick in behind Harding. Chadwick bumped by Davidov, and now Beanie skates it out for Middlebury. Pass deflected, but he got it out to center, and Tony Emelo overskates it. It finally went back to J.J. Rubright. Skates it over the line. A shot goes in wide of Hogan. Cosgrove tries to clear. It goes to Beanie, right wing circle. Beanie ridden off the puck far corner by John Babb on a nice play. It's cleared around along the near boards for Bauman, and here comes a penalty. And we got a holding call coming up against MSJ, and it's on John Babb. So now Middlebury will go on its second power play opportunity. They didn't cash in on the first one. They have another one here, and we'll have the draw out of the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone as Trey Schaff, McGregor Chadwick, Eric Abel, and Chris Cosgrove are the 4 skaters for MSJ. Holding call against John Babb. That was after I said nice play by Babb. That was, when I said nice play, that was not the holding call. That came afterwards. Ryan Rubright, Tony Emelo in for Middlebury, along with Needham up front. Davidov and J.J. Rubright are at the points. I think there's something wrong with the clock. Is that the correct time now? 11 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the second period. Now Brisbane and Bauman come in for the Mounties. The draw to the right of Hogan. 11 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second period. Off the draw goes to Cosgrove, and he whistles the puck around along the far boards as he clears it out to center. And J.J. Rubright back for Middlebury. Sends it up to Davidov. Alex Davidov lost it at the center to Brisbane. Sent it back to Chadwick. Got it back out to center ice. Now Bauman over the line. Bauman right to left. Bauman can't quite skate it down as Needham has it behind his own goaltender for Middlebury. Tries to clear. Kept in along the far boards by Cosgrove. Sent it right in front, and Middlebury clears it out the other way as Davidov gets it up to Tony Emelo. Had it poked away by Brisbane, and the Mounties clear at the length of the ice. As Harding comes back and it leaves it for J.J. Rubright. Middlebury on the power play for a minute and 20 seconds now. J.J. Rubright gets it out to center to Ryan Rubright over the red line, over the Mountie line. Left wing side, Ryan Rubright in deep to the end board in behind Hogan. Ryan Rubright now to the right wing circle. Out to the point now to J.J. Rubright. Fires in wide. Along the near boards, Beanie digs it out for Middlebury. Beanie now to the end board in behind Hogan. Beanie's got Needham parked in front. Gets it out to the right point to J.J. Rubright. And we got a man in the crease. 10:08 remaining here in the second period. 2-1 Middlebury. 57 seconds left in the Middlebury power play, and the draw will come just outside the Mountie zone. Tonight's game is being taped. Jack Gable is the cameraman. It will be on Channel 15 at a future date. As Travis Travis Grant will take the draw now for Middlebury. Eric Abel will take the draw for the Mounties. Abel, Bauman, McGregor, Chadwick, and Cosgrove. And it got into the Mountie zone where Bauman finds it and clears it back down into the Middlebury zone. Harding out, he leaves it for J.J. Rubright. 48 seconds left in the Tiger power play. J.J. Rubright up the middle, skates it up the left wing side now. Pass goes too far at center all the way into the Mountie zone where Chadwick has it knocked down. In on Hogan, the quick shot save. Hogan, that came off the stick of Travis Grant as he knocked it down in the zone. And we have a whistle here. I'm not sure if that got over the glass. I think it did. Now to play. We'll have the draw to the right of Mike Hogan. 33 seconds left here on to the Middlebury power play opportunity. John Babb in the box for the Mounties. 2-1 Middlebury, 9:44 remaining here in the second period. Trey Schaff skates on as it'll be Eric Emelo with Allen and Grant, with Beanie and J.J. Rubright for Middlebury as the power play continues. Off the draw, Eric Emelo looking for the quick shot in front. They score, Jack Allen. Eric Emelo had it in front right off the draw, and he was poking at it, but Allen came over, picked up the puck in close, and beat Mike Hogan. It's 3-1 Middlebury, and that's a power play goal.
Boy, very unfortunate for MSJ on that one. Mike Hogan definitely was screened by his own defenseman on that. He thought he made the initial save. You look behind him, and the puck just barely squeaked behind the net.
Eric Emelo on the assist, Jack Allen on the goal. It's a power play goal, and Middlebury has the 2-goal lead back again. Play back in, it's in the Middlebury zone. Eric Emelo sends it out right wing side, wanted to go to Needham, went off the far boards. Babb had it for a moment. Needham pokes it out to center for Grant. He steers it into the Mountie zone and backboard Kevin Doherty. So Middlebury cashes in on the power play. Trey Schaff with it at center now for MSJ. Trey Schaff to the red line, and he fires all the way in wide of Harding off the end board, played by Eric Emelo. But this is offside against MSJ. The Mounties were trailing 2-0, cut it to 2-1, and the Mounties trailing by 2 goals again. Middlebury with a 3-1 lead, now 9:13 remaining here in the second period. It'll be Grant and Brisbane on the draw at center ice now. Off the draw, Brisbane grabs it, goes to Bauman. Bauman chases it down, Middlebury zone to this circle. In deep on Harding, and he scores! Luke Bauman, great individual effort. Chased it down at the right wing circle, cut it in on Wilder Harding, and it's 3-2 Middlebury, 9:04 remaining second period.
That was a rifle shot with no angle. Right from the right-hand side of the boards down by the face-off circle, just below it. Wilder Harding never saw that one.
Brisbane on the assist, Bauman on the goal. It's Middlebury 3, MSJ 2. Coming down on 9 minutes left in the second period. Puck at center ice, Allen with it for Middlebury. Over the Mountie lines, got Grant with him. Allen to the right wing circle. Allen cuts it in, sends it in front. It was deflected off, but Grant went wide. Hogan might have got a piece of that. Eric Emelo keeps it alive at the point, sends it to the far corner for Grant, ridden off the puck by Doherty. Over for Allen. He's hit by Bill Babb along the inboard. Finally, the Mounties clear it out off Bauman all the way into the Middlebury zone. Chased down in the zone for a moment by Chadwick. He lost it there. Now Middlebury brings it the other way as Eric Emelo gets it up to Grant. Now Allen with it over the Mountie line. Allen now sends it right wing side to Beanie. Backhander, he scores! Beanie took it right to left, right in front of Hogan. His backhander beat Hogan. It's 4-2 Middlebury. They got the 2-goal lead back again. 8:21 remaining second period.
Boy.
Yeah, we are definitely having problems with that mic, and now we're down to only one mic in the building.
There we go.
There we go. It's good. It's intermittent.
In and out.
We'll get to the assist on that. Trevor Beanie on the score for Middlebury. Play back in. It's at center ice. Kevin Doherty with it now at the red line. Trying to dump it into the zone. It was deflected by Abel back out to center, and they're battling for it along the near boards. And now Eric Emelo with it over the red line. Eric Emelo dumps it into the Mountie zone in behind Hogan, and backboard Chris Cosgrove. Cosgrove sends it to the near boards as he wanted to go to Abel. It came loose now to Doherty now. And Doherty sends it up too far for Billy Babb. Poked away by J.J. Rubright. As J.J. Rubright got it to Eric Emelo. Retreats to his own line. Has it at center over the red line now. Eric Emelo over the Mountie line along the far boards. Deep on Cosgrove in behind Hogan. Eric Emelo still controlling to the left wing circle. Out to the left point to J.J. Rubright. Lines it up. Fires in. Save. The pad of Hogan. And Eric Abel manages to poke it out to center. And with it at center for a moment was Ford. Lost it to Abel as Abel managed to clear it back into the Middlebury zone. And back forward is J.J. Rubright behind his own goaltender. Starts it out right wing side now as Middlebury controls at center. Beanie with it, who got that goal. Beanie over the line, along the far boards. Ridden off the puck as he sent it in front. Kevin Doherty intercepts and sends it around the near boards up for Bauman. Bauman up to center. Bauman kicks it ahead, knocked down by Eric Emelo, but it went right to Chadwick. Chadwick top of the slot, Middlebury zone. Gets it out of Bauman, right wing circle. Bauman cuts it in deep. Wanted to go out to Brisbane, intercepted. And now starting it out for Middlebury is Jack Allen. Allen sends it right wing side to Davidov. Davidov sends it in now to the Mountie zone. And to the near corner, Allen is hit by Cosgrove. Then Cosgrove gets hit by Ryan Rubright. Beanie digs it out along the near boards. Out to the left point to Eric Emelo, but we got a penalty coming up for roughing. With 6:33 remaining here in the second period. And let's see who'll be going off. It'll be an MSJ power play. Ryan Rubright will be going off for roughing for Middlebury. So the Mounties, who have a power play goal, have another opportunity here. Did you catch the assist on that goal by Travis Beanie? Who was it?
Jack Allen and Eric Emelo.
Jack Allen and Eric Emelo on that goal by Travis Beanie. Middlebury's goals coming from Tony Emelo, J.J. Rubright, Jack Allen, and Travis Beanie. The Mounties getting goals from McGregor Chadwick on the power play and Luke Bauman. And the Mounties are on the power play now. It's in the Mountie zone. And the shot goes in wide by Grant. Grant got it back in the circle. The shot goes to the end board and back forward McGregor Chadwick. The Mounties on the power play. 6:20 left second period. Chadwick's pass up to Shaft. Trey Shaft over the line to the left wing circle. Cuts it in on Harding. Poked away by Davidov. Can't clear. Kept alive by Cosgrove. Now to Brisbane. Out to Chadwick at the point. Fires in. And it goes wide. Out to the left wing circle to Cosgrove. Fires in. It goes across the crease to the near boards. Allen comes over. Tries to clear. Kept alive by Chadwick at the point. Bumped by Allen. Chadwick still controlling. Right to left. Left wing circle. Fires in wide of Harding. Comes all the way around the boards and out to center as Cosgrove couldn't quite chase it down. Eric Emelo now will chase it down in the Mountie zone to the end board. Eric Emelo in behind Hogan. Eric Emelo along the far boards. Out to the right point now to Davidov. Flips it in and it goes wide to the near corner. Back to Eric Emelo now. Eric Emelo sending it in behind Hogan. Comes around the boards to the far boards and it'll be skated out by the Mounties. And skating it out is McGregor Chadwick. Got it ahead to Trey Shaft, who manages to get the puck into the Middlebury zone, and Eric Emelo finds it and clears it back down to the Mountie zone. 5:19 left second period, and 45 seconds left on the Mountie power play. 4-2 Middlebury. As the Mounties started out of their own zone, McGregor Chadwick comes up to Trey Shaft. Shaft manages to squeeze it out to center, but at center ice, finding it is J.J. Rubright, and he fires the puck back into the Mountie zone. Back forward is Kevin Doherty. He's bothered in there by Tony Emelo, but Bill Babb with it now behind his own goaltender. 20 seconds left on the Mountie power play. Babb sends it up too far for Abel. Goes back down into the Middlebury zone. Back forward, J.J. Rubright clears it out to center. Chadwick fires it back into the Middlebury zone. 10 seconds left on the Mountie power play. J.J. Rubright back forward. J.J. Rubright sends it off the far boards. Kept in by Cosgrove. Skates it left to right. Poked away. It went right to Abel. Trying to go to Trevor Shaft, who's in there right now. And skating it out to center is Beanie for Middlebury. Sends it into the Mountie zone. Penalty over both teams at full strength. Chris Cosgrove sends it off the stick of Abel into the Middlebury zone. Tapped out to center. J.J. Rubright off Tony Emelo. And then Chris Cosgrove found it. Sent it back into the Tiger zone. And J.J. Rubright with it again and sends it back into the Mountie zone. And back forward is Kevin Doherty. Kevin Doherty's pass deflected, but it goes to Abel. Still in the Mountie zone. Abel out to center. Pass too far for Bill Babb into the Middlebury zone. And back forward J.J. Rubright. 4 minutes left in the second period. Rubright sends it around near boards up for Perkins. Perkins backhanded pass. Stolen away by Brisbane in the zone. Brisbane sends it to the far boards. Brisbane pokes it to the far corner. collision there. Brisbane at the end board, and Brisbane lost the puck in behind the cage as Davidov had it. Then he got hit. Abel out to the right point to Doherty. Shot goes to the circle, knocked down by Davidov, and he manages to get it out to Perkins, who clears it to center. Cosgrove at the red line, fires back into the Tiger zone. With it is Beanie, lost it to Chadwick. Chadwick in behind Harding, sends it in front. Bauman looking for it. They're poking at the puck. Coming over is Brisbane. Shot went in wide, and it's cleared along the far boards by Beanie, but Cosgrove has it along the far boards, sends it to the end board. Chadwick in behind Harding. McGregor Chadwick sends it in front. Quick shot. Brisbane deflected up into the air. Bauman can't find it. Top of the slot. Out to the point to Cosgrove. Fires in wide of Harding. Off the end board. Comes along the near boards for Brisbane. Sent it to the circle. Nobody there except Beanie. Skates it out to center for Middlebury. Skates it to the red line and dumps it in behind Mike Hogan, Mountie zone. 2:52 left, second period. Back for Chris Cosgrove. Chris Cosgrove sends it out right wing side to Bauman. Lost it in the zone. Stealing the puck is Allen. Allen wanted to go to the right wing circle. Knocked away by Chadwick. Needham had it for a moment. Now Doherty finds it and clears it back down into the Tiger zone. And back forward is J.J. Rubright. J.J. Rubright starts it out right wing side. Sends it all the way up to center, right onto the stick there of Grant. Poked away by Doherty. It goes to Allen, bumped by Abel. Bill Babb with it. And he gets it to Trey Schaff, but he's bumped by J.J. Rubright. And with it is Eric Emelo. Retreats to his own zone for Middlebury. Knocked away. It goes to Bill Babb. Sent it in front. Eric Emelo there to steal for Middlebury. Bumped by Trey Schaff. It's in behind Harding. Eric Emelo breaks it loose and starts it out left wing side and clears it the length of the ice, and it goes all the way in on Hogan. And Hogan will send it behind his own cage, as over there was Chris Cosgrove. He overskates it, but Doherty with it. Doherty can't clear. Kept in by Allen. Bumped to the top of the circle by Babb. Skating it out to center now is Eric Abel. Eric Abel over the Middlebury line to the right wing circle. Eric Abel cuts it in, and in front to Trey Schaff. Backhander knocked down. Again, the save by Harding, and he hangs on. Minute 41 left in the second period. 4-2 Middlebury.
MSJ getting several chances on this last bid. Wilder Harding from Middlebury coming up really big on some big saves.
Middlebury getting goals from four different players: Tony Emelo, J.J. Rubright, Jack Allen, and Travis Beanie. Allen's goal on the power play. The Mounties goals here in the second period: McGregor, Chadwick on the power play, and Luke Bauman. Brisbane, Bauman, McGregor, Chadwick, Chris Cosgrove, and John Babb in there right now for the Mounties. Minute 41 left in the second period. Mounties have some work to do. They trail by 2 at the end of 2. Have been able to cut the lead to 1, but now trail by 2. Off the draw, loose in the circle, and Middlebury controlling, getting it out to center, right onto the stick of Tony Emelo over the line. Emelo to the left wing circle, fires in wide of Hogan, along the far boards, and nobody finds it. It's poked away, goes to the corner. Cosgrove backhands it behind his own cage, along the near boards for Luke Bauman. Still in the Mountie zone. Bauman tries to clear, kept in by Beanie. To Allen. Allen wants to come out to Eric Emelo. Emelo has it, left to right, at the left wing circle. Eric Emelo at the slot. Puck loose in the circle now. Knocked away. It goes to Brisbane. He clears to center. Davidov back with it as he retreats to his own zone for Middlebury. Coming down on a minute left, second period. And Middlebury still with it in his own zone. Now Eric Emelo with it up to center. Eric Emelo over the Mountie line. Eric Emelo ridden off the puck by John Babb, and he grabs it at the end board. Eric Emelo in behind Hogan. He's bumped. He goes down. Over for Chris Cosgrove. Cosgrove finds an opening, clears it out to center. Right by Pat Needham. And this will be icing against MSJ. 40 seconds remaining here in the second period. Middlebury with a 4-2 lead. We'll have the draw in the Mountie zone to the left of Mike Hogan.
Big surprise so far from Middlebury. Who would expect this? Second period.
Bill Babb, Trey Schaff, Kevin Doherty in, McGregor, Chadwick, and Eric Abel for MSJ. It'll be Babb and also Travis Grant on the draw. Grant's in with Brian Perkins. See, Beanie's in there. J.J. Rubright's in there. And Needham is in there off the draw. It goes to Perkins, top of the slot. Perkins backhander stopped in front. Nice play by Chadwick. And he clears it off the far boards up to center to Trey Schaff. Schaff ridden off the puck, but Abel has it in the Middlebury zone. Abel in deep, fires in, and the save between the pads of Harding. Eric Abel had a golden opportunity as he stole the puck in the Middlebury zone, and he almost beat Harding. Harding didn't know where it was for a moment, had it between his pads. 24 seconds left, second period, 4-2 Middlebury.
Boy.
We are having a little bit of a difficult time with your mic, Perry. It is intermittent. We started off the year with 3 mics. We're down to 1.
Am I on yet?
Think the engineer will get around to it tomorrow? He better.
I hope so.
We'll have the draw to the right of Harding in the Middlebury zone. Off the draw, Bauman can't find it at the circle. Skated out to center by Beanie, up over the red line, over the Mountie line. 15 seconds left in the second period. Beanie wanted to go to Eric Emelo, still on the way by Bauman. Skates it up to center, over the red line. 10 seconds left in the period. Sent it behind Abel at the top of the slot. Abel at the circle. Sends it out to the point to Doherty. No, it came out of the zone offside MSJ. 5 seconds left in the second period.
Boy, that was a great bid by MSJ. They almost had a 2-on-1 situation. The pass went just behind.
Pass gets on his stick, and he's in alone. Eric Abel. Drawn just outside the Middlebury zone with 5 seconds left in the second period. Eric Emelo and Brisbane off the draw. Emelo sends it all the way into the Mountie zone. That does the period. So after 2, the Mounties find themselves still trailing by 2. It was 2-0 Middlebury after a period. After 2, it's Middlebury 4 and MSJ 2. We'll be back after this timeout. Race man to go 4-2 Middlebury as we get set for the third period. Again, the Middlebury goals coming from Tony Emelo and J.J. Rubright in the first period. Jack Allen on the power play and Travis Beanie into the second period. The Mountie goals both coming in the second period. McGregor Chadwick on the power play and Luke Bauman. The Mounties trail 2-0, cut it to 2-1, trail 3-1, cut it to 3-2, now trail 4-2. And as we always say in a 2-goal game, the next goal is so very important. Middlebury gets it, they got a 3-goal lead. Mounties get it and they cut it to 1.
Boy, I tell you, Middlebury's been a big surprise this game. Whoever thought that they would surprise MSJ the way they have with a 4-2.
Because MSJ just trounced Middlebury in that the first time they played, which was a non-league game. It was the consolation game of the Middlebury tournament. MSJ won it 8-0. But from what I understand, relatively close going into the third period. It was 4-0. I think it was 2-0 after a period, 4-0 after 2, and then they managed to put in 4 goals in that third period. They went on to the 8-0 lead.
They're fairly even with shots, Middlebury with 12 and MSJ with 13. So it's been a well-balanced game so far.
Middlebury back out here. The Mounties will be set to go here momentarily for third period action at the Royce Mandigo Arena, and the Mounties have some work to do.
One of the highlights here so far is this Wilder Harding from Middlebury. He's only a freshman. He still has 3 years left. By the time he's a senior, I guess their last goalie last year, from what I've been told, he was actually would have been a sophomore this year, but he went away to prep school. So they did lose a pretty good goalie.
I'll tell you one thing, the Emelo family, there's Tony Emelo and his Eric Emelo. I remember a Brian Emelo way back before they even had varsity. Remember they used to play for the Wilson Cup, Middlebury, the Otters,
oh yeah,
the Raiders and the Mounties, way back in the early 80s. I'm not sure if...
actually, I think that's
an uncle or an older brother, but the Emelos has just been, it's endless Emelos at Middlebury, it seems.
One of them, actually, I think they're probably his father, who's still in the deli up there, which is no longer there.
Mike Hogan in goal for the Mounties off to our right. Middlebury will be going left to right here in the third period, and Wilder Harding in goal off to our left for Middlebury. The Mounties will be going right to left here in the third period. We'll see what happens here. Middlebury with a 4-2 lead. Brisbane, Bauman, Gregor Chadwick, Eric Abel out there right now for MSJ.
It's probably early to say, but I think
Chris Cosgrove.
I think this Middlebury squad is going to be definitely a contender the next couple of years or so.
It'll be Travis Grant taking the draw with Jeff Brisbane. Grant will be in with Pat Needham and Jack Allen. Eric Emelo at a point along with J.J. Rubright for Middlebury. Brisbane and Travis Grant on the draw, and the puck down. We're underway in the third period. Brisbane gets it to Abel. Abel gets it to the line, got it into the Middlebury zone. Eric Emelo lost it for a moment in his own zone. Brisbane digs it out. Wanted to go to Bauman, but back forward J.J. Rubright swings it behind his own goaltender, but Abel in forechecking, and he overskated it. Came out to Cosgrove at the point, sent it to the circle, and back forward is J.J. Rubright for Middlebury behind his own goalie. Wanted to go left wing side, but stolen away by Bauman at the circle. Bauman bumped by Allen, and it's cleared out along the far boards. Brisbane keeps it alive to the far corner. Allen pokes it along the far boards. Brisbane with it now, still in the Tiger zone. Brisbane bumped by J.J. Rubright. Comes out to Chadwick along the far boards. Chadwick sent it to the end board in behind Harding. J.J. Rubright swings it around, can't clear. Cosgrove keeps it in at the point. Fires in, left pad save. It's loose, they score! Luke Bauman! It's 4-3 Middlebury with 14:09 left in the hockey game. The initial shot came in from Cosgrove, and Harding made the save, but it went between his pads. It was loose, and right there to poke it in was Luke Bauman, his second goal of the game.
Boy, the initial save was by Wilder Harding, but what he did is he thought he saved that, and he went to get up and look behind him. Luke Bauman wasted no time in slamming that one right in behind him.
Cosgrove on an assist. Brisbane also on an assist. Bauman on the goal, his second goal of the hockey game. Play back in. Middlebury leads at 4-3. It's in the Middlebury zone. Bill Babb had it knocked down by J.J. Rubright, and he couldn't quite clear, but now is skating it out to center for Middlebury as Perkins got into the Mountie zone, and it came back out of the zone. Beanie skated it back over the line. This is offside. Whistle down against Middlebury. So the Mounties have climbed back to within one. They've been within one 3 times in this game. 2-1, 3-2, now 4-3 Middlebury. 13:53 left in the hockey game. Draw just outside the Mountie zone. And off the draw, it's swatted into the Mounties zone. McGregor Chadwick is playing at a point. He has been periodically for the Mounties, and he swings it around along the far boards all the way back down into the Middlebury zone. And back forward is J.J. Rubright. Swings it around for Davidov along the near boards, and he gets hit by Babb as he get it out to center, though, to Ryan Rubright. Beanie with it now over the Mountie line. Beanie has Tony Emelo with it, and he goes to Tony Emelo, and he shoots it up over the glass, deflected out of play. We'll have the draw in the Mountie zone to the left of Mike Hogan. 13:25 left in the hockey game. It is 4-3 Middlebury.
MSJ wasting no time at all getting back on the board. It was less than a minute for that last goal.
Brisbane will take the draw against Travis Grant to the left of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. And off the draw, Brisbane gets it to Abel, back to Chadwick, who's playing at a point here without Kurt Lombardi. Allen steals in the zone, sent it across the slot. Now along the far boards, Needham to Beanie, left wing circle, fired in front, knocked away by Chadwick up to Bauman. Bauman up over the red line. Bauman now to Chadwick along the far boards. Chadwick deep on Eric Emelo to the end board, trying to center it, nobody there. Along the near boards, Cosgrove fires in, saved by Harding, and he leaves the rebound for Eric Emelo. Emelo along the near boards, can't clear. Cosgrove shoots it in from the point, save Harding, and he hangs on with Eric Abel skating in on him to get a rebound that never came. We'll have the draw to the left of Warren Harding here in the, or to the right of Harding, we'll put it, in the Middlebury zone. Jeff Brisbane will take the draw for MSJ. He's got Abel and Bauman with him as the puck comes out to Chadwick, and he lost it. And skating it out is Grant. Grant's pass to Allen, knocked down in the Mountie zone, and Eric Emelo skated it over the line. And this will be offside Middlebury. Allen had it in the zone, then it got poked out to center, and then Eric Emelo skated back over the line. Thus the offside against Middlebury. Colin Brannon seeing some ice time now for the Mounties. They're a little bit undermanned tonight, too, playing without Kurt Bombargi as McGregor Chadwick's been seeing action at a point. So now Doherty at a point with Cosgrove, Bill Babb, and Trey Shaft, and Colin Brannon up front. Ryan Rubright along with Allen and Davidoff and J.J. Rubright and Eric Emelo for Middlebury. Off the draw, poked into the Mountie zone. With it is Allen. Allen, top of the right wing circle. Sent it in for Ryan Rubright. Sent it across the slot. Nobody there. In front he wanted to go. Eric Emelo along the far boards. Poked out to center by Brannon. Brannon hit at the red line and back forward now for Middlebury is J.J. Rubright. He'll start it behind his own goaltender. Shadowed by Trey Shaft, and he sends it out to center where Doherty picks it up and sends the puck back into the Middlebury zone where J.J. Rubright has it again for Middlebury. Sends it out to center to Allen. Pass knocked down, intercepted by Bill Babb outside the red line. Puts it back into the Middlebury zone, and Rubright, J.J. gets it back out to the red line where Doherty finds it and fires off the glass in behind Wilder Harding, and this is a delivered offside against the Mounties. Will have the draw. Or are they going to? Did they call that icing? Yeah, the icing came from outside the red line, and so it's icing against MSJ, and we'll have the draw to the right of Mike Hogan. 12:04 left in the game. It's 4-3 Middlebury. The Mounties cutting the Middlebury 2-goal lead to 1 on the goal here in the third period by Luke Bauman. Coming in the early going with 14:09 left here in the third period. Ryan Rubright and also Jeff Brisbane on the draw to the right of Mike Hogan. Off the draw, loose in the circle, goes to the far corner now. Doherty with it. Doherty near his own goaltender, sends it along the far boards for Bauman to Brisbane. Up to center, he's got Abel with him. Ahead to Abel, Abel over the line. Abel left to right, drops it for Brisbane at the circle. Shot in, and the save by Harding. It went back to Abel, though, and Abel sent it to the end board now. Wanted to go back to Bauman, but with it, J.J. Rubright got it from Davidoff. J.J. Rubright sends it out to center, but there is Kevin Doherty. Doherty from outside the red line, lost it to Beanie. Beanie over the Mountie line. Along the near boards, poked away by Brisbane. Got it to McGregor Chadwick. Needham in forechecking. Chadwick and Davidoff there, and it goes in behind Mike Hogan, and back forward is Kevin Doherty. Doherty changes direction, starts it out right wing side, past the Bauman, lost it to Beanie in the zone along the far boards. And Beanie is bumped, and it goes to Brisbane. Brisbane skates it out to center. Brisbane over the red line along the far boards, over the Middlebury line. Brisbane wanted to go to Bauman by him, and it comes outside the zone, and Chadwick will play it at center for MSJ. Chadwick now back over the red line for the Mounties over the Middlebury line. McGregor Chadwick left wing circle. McGregor Chadwick in deep. He's in behind Harding. Skates it to the right wing circle. Fires in and scores! McGregor Chadwick ties it up! 4-4, 10:51 left in the hockey game. Chadwick with his second goal of the game. A great individual effort for McGregor Chadwick.
McGregor Chadwick came around the left-hand side of the net, did a complete circle around the net, and took the shot way out in the middle of the slot. Went right in between Wilder Harding's legs.
So the Mounties, who trail by 2, have come back to tie it at 4 apiece. 10:51 left in the hockey game. Great individual effort for McGregor Chadwick. Unassisted McGregor Chadwick. He took it in behind the cage, brought it to the circle. He still was controlling. And from the right wing circle, beat Wilder Harding. And the Mounties, who couldn't quite get over that hump, have come back to tie it at 4 apiece. Play back in. Allen over the Mountie zone. Over the Mountie line. In deep on Cosgrove to the end board in behind Hogan. Allen is bumped there, and McGregor Chadwick back for it. Chadwick sends it up to Trevor Schaff now, right wing side. Schaff sends it up to Trey Schaff. Can't quite get to him at the red line. Knocked down by J.J. Rubright. Rubright is hit at center. Puck loose at center, and J.J. Rubright chases it down in his own zone for Middlebury. J.J. Rubright fires up to center. Knocked down by McGregor Chadwick. Knocked away, goes to Cosgrove. Dumps it back into the Tiger zone, and back forward is J.J. Rubright. J.J. Rubright in behind his own goaltender. J.J. Rubright sends it off left wing side as Middlebury tries to clear it out. Eric Emelo with it. Emelo up to center. Emelo up over the Mountie line. Emelo in deep. Bumped by Chadwick, far corner. Comes in front. Allen can't get a stick on it. Goes wide. Comes to the near corner. Bill Babb with it. Babb tries to clear it out. Kept in at the point, and the shot goes in, and the save by Mike Hogan. A beauty. Tony Emelo kept it in at the point, and on the way through, Allen tried to get a stick on it, but Hogan stayed with it, and I don't believe Allen ever did get a stick on it. Emelo took the shot from the point. Tony Emelo has got a goal in this game, and Mike Hogan perhaps with his biggest save of the game right there.
Mike Hogan really hasn't been tested that much, but boy, when he has, he's come up with some big saves.
9:51 left in regulation. It's 4-4. Middlebury led 2-0. The Mounties cut it to 2-1. Middlebury led 3-1. The Mounties cut it to 3-2. Middlebury went up 4-2. The Mounties have come back to score 2 unanswered goals here in the third period. It's tied at 4 apiece. Cosgrove swings it around along the far boards up for Luke Bauman by him, and it goes up to center. Beanie back forward now, his own line for Middlebury. Puck loose at center. Bauman chops the puck into the Middlebury zone. Back forward, J.J. Rubright clears it out to center where Doherty finds it at the red line. Fires back into the Tiger zone. J.J. Rubright back behind his own cage. Rubright sends it off the far boards to center, chopped away by Doherty. And now with it at center is Beanie. Beanie dumps it into the Mountie zone. All the way to the end board as Ryan Rubright tries to chase it down. Cosgrove beats him to the puck center to the far corner. Beanie goes down. He had the puck for a moment. Now Doherty with it. Doherty behind his own cage, and he loses it to Ryan Rubright. Wanted to center it, but it's skated out by Eric Gable. Up to center, up over the red line. Eric Gable over the Middlebury line. Eric Gable wanted to go to Bauman by him to the far corner. Bauman plays the puck, still controlling. He's bumped. He goes down, goes to the end board, and it comes all the way around the boards out to Chris Cosgrove along the near boards. Cosgrove sends it to Abel, left to right, now to Bauman. Bauman in deep. Bauman plays it at the end board. Wanted to go to Brisbane at the slot. Knocked away. Brisbane found it and fires in, and Harding makes the save. Somehow Brisbane did get a good shot on Harding, and he covers up. 8:40 left in regulation. It's 4-4, MSJ and Middlebury.
That was a pretty impressive shift right there. The MSJ really worked the puck around really well. They kind of had Middlebury wandering. Brisbane almost had another shot.
Bill Babb is in with Colin Brannon and Trey Schaff. McGregor Chadwick at a point along with Kevin Doherty, as Beanie will take the draw with Billy Babb to the left of Wilder Harding. Off the draw, still loose in the circle. Beanie bumped by Babb along the far boards. And now it's centered, and looking forward is Brandon. That was a centering pass from Trey Schaff. Couldn't get a shot away as Eric Emelo skates it out to center for Middlebury. Over the Mountie line, and it comes out to Tony Emelo. His shot from the line knocked down. Doherty with it, far corner. Mountie zone. Kevin Doherty ridden off the puck. Now in for checking. And with it is Travis Grant. Tried to center it, but by everybody, and Trey Schaff with it. Trey Schaff skates it out to center over the red line. Trey Schaff over the Middlebury line, left to right, ridden off the puck, and Middlebury brings it the other way. Here's Beanie with it. Beanie over the Mountie line. Beanie to the circle. Wanted to go to Grant. Comes out to Tony Emelo, and he fires in from the point. Nice save by Hogan. Goes to the far corner. Travis Grant bumped. McGregor Chadwick with it. Had it poked away right. But backhander by Allen. Saved by Hogan. Again a save by Hogan. And it comes out to Bill Babb. 2 beauties by Mike Hogan. The Mounties clear it back down into the Middlebury zone. And a backboard is Eric Emelo. 4-4, 7:35 left in the third period. Eric Emelo skates it out to center, then lost it to Colin Brandon. With it is Brisbane over the Middlebury line. Brisbane backhander, knocked down. It trickles in on Harding, and he makes the save. Would have been knocked down initially by the defenseman, then trickled in on Harding. But 2 beauties at the other end is Mike Hogan made the initial save, and then a save again on the rebound.
Boy, those are 2 really, really big saves, too, because Middlebury really could have went up by 1 goal on that one very easily. They had a couple trailers on that, too.
Tied at 4 apiece, 7:25 left in regulation. Brisbane with Bauman and Abel. Cosgrove and Chadwick at the points. Way underway. It's in the Middlebury zone as Chadwick sent it to the end board. Over forward Eric Emelo. Bumped by Brisbane. It goes to J.J. Rubright. J.J. Rubright tries to clear it out, but Bauman keeps it in, then poked out to center by Needham. Chases it down over the red line, over the Mountie line. Fires in on Hogan. He makes the save and smothers the puck. We'll have the draw to the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. 7:05 left in regulation. It's 4-4.
All MSJ has to do here is just do what they do best, move the puck around, set up the best possible shot, and get a goal.
Scoring a pair of goals from McGregor Chadwick and a pair from Luke Bauman. Brisbane will take the draw with Grant to the right of Mike Hogan. Off the draw goes along the far boards. Bauman with it. Had it poked away, but it goes to Cosgrove. Clears it back out to Bauman, out to center. Bauman to Abel at the Middlebury line. Abel steers it into the Middlebury zone. In behind Harding. Back forward. J.J. Rubright can't clear. Kept in at the point by Chadwick along the far boards. Brisbane with it now. Bumped at the circle. The backboard is Beanie, and he starts it out right wing side as he took it behind his own cage. Pass knocked down by Brisbane in the zone. Needham looking for it. Brisbane kept it alive to Bauman. Bauman lost it to J.J. Rubright. Goes to Needham, and Needham clears it out to center where Cosgrove has it for MSJ. Cosgrove backhands it back into the Tiger zone. Backboard J.J. Rubright behind his own goaltender for Middlebury. Starts it out now up the middle for Middlebury. Pass up to center, knocked down by Billy Babb at the red line. Puck loose, and it goes to Doherty in the Mountie zone. Doherty managed to squeeze it out to center. Knocked into the zone by Beanie. Comes back out by Doherty to Trey Shaft, and he clears it back down into the Tiger zone. Backboard is J.J. Rubright. J.J. Rubright sends it out to center where Babb has it. Fires back into the Tiger zone. 6 minutes left, third period. We're tied at 4 apiece. J.J. Rubright off the near boards. Wanted to go to Allen. It comes all the way out to center and backboard Kevin Doherty. Doherty at the red line. Dumps it back into the Tiger zone and behind Harding. And this will be icing. Came from outside the red line. Icing, whistle down against MSJ. We'll have the draw to the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. 5:47 left in regulation. Tied at 4 apiece. The Mounties trail 4-2 going into the third period. Come up with goals from Luke Bauman and McGregor Chadwick for both their second goals of the hockey game, and they came back to tie it. Bauman, Abel, Brisbane, and McGregor Chadwick. And Chadwick's been seeing action at a defense spot because of the absence of Kurt Bomborgi tonight. So Abel's been up on the line with Brisbane, and also, well, we'll see what it is this time. Maybe Cosgrove is off. Now it's Brisbane with McGregor, Chadwick, and Bauman. Doherty with it now, left wing side, clears it out to center by Bauman. He'll chase it down in the Middlebury zone, far corner. Luke Bauman's pass deflected out to Doherty, top of the right wing circle. Shot deflected up over the glass and out of play. Let's see, yeah, it's Brisbane with Bauman and Abel, and Chadwick and Doherty at the points here for MSJ. 5:32 left in regulation. It's 4-4. The draw to the left of Wilder Harding in the Middlebury zone. It'll be Brisbane and Beanie on the draw, loose in the circle, and is skated out by Middlebury. Skating it out to center is Tony Emilo, up over the red line. Tony Emilo over the Mountie line now. It's offside Middlebury. On the draw just outside the Mountie zone. Mike Hogan has been big in the third period.
A couple of those shots could have easily been goals.
It'll be Ryan Rubright taking the draw for Middlebury. Jeff Brisbane for the Mounties. It goes to Eric Abel, and Abel clears it back down into the Tiger zone. Backboard Eric Emilo. Emilo in behind his own cage, shadowed by Luke Bauman. Emilo will start it up right wing side, up the middle now for Middlebury. Eric Emilo's pass deflected. It goes behind Beanie, intercepted by Bauman, back over the Middlebury line. Luke Bauman stick handling along the near boards. Luke Bauman is bumped along the near boards as Allen comes over. Allen trying to dig it out. Abel is there as well. Also there is Ryan Rubright, still in the Middlebury zone. It's poked out to center, poked away by Brisbane. Now with it, Ryan Rubright over the red line, poked away at the red line. Ryan Rubright lost it to Bauman. Bauman hit at the Middlebury line. It's poked all the way back to the Mountie zone, and backboard is McGregor Chadwick. And Hogan thought a penalty was coming up, and he came out of the cage here as it's along the near boards right in front of the bench area. Poking at it is Beanie for Middlebury, and Beanie still has it. Skates it over the Mountie line and shoots it in, and Hogan steers it to the far corner. Over for it is Eric Abel. Knocked down by Tony Emilo, far corner. Tony Emilo at the circle. Tried to center it, intercepted by Trey Shaft. Shaft skates it out to center up over the red line. Trey Shaft over the Middlebury line. To the circle. Cuts it in deep, and it's knocked away as over for it was Needham, but Bill Babb kept it alive along the far boards. Out to the point to Chadwick. Fires in. Pad save by Harding with a Trey Shaft in behind the cage. Had Colin Brandon parked in front. Out to the point now to Chadwick. Chadwick lost it to Tony Emilo. Still in the Middlebury zone. It was poked away back to Tony Emilo, and he clears it all the way back down into the Mountie zone. And back for it, Chris Cosgrove before it reached the line. No icing. Along to Trey Shaft along the near boards. Pass deflected. Eric Emilo had it for a moment, but Chadwick clears it out to center. Now J.J. Rubright with it. 3:30 left in the third period, tied at 4 apiece. J.J. Rubright sent it too far for Davidov, all the way back down into the Mountie zone, and back forward is Chadwick. McGregor Chadwick behind his own cage. McGregor Chadwick now along the near boards, wanted to go to Schaff, kept in by Needham, top of the circle. In front, the backhander by Eric Emelo, saved by Hogan of Beauty again. Bill Babb tries to clear it out, and he does. It was deflected off the stick of Needham all the way back down into the Mountie zone, and back for J.J. Rubright. 3 minutes left in regulation, tied at 4 apiece. J.J. Rubright gets it out to Eric Emelo, up to center. Eric Emelo to Needham, knocked away by Cosgrove. Puck goes way up into the air. Davidoff back for it, and it's poked into the zone by Brisbane. Brisbane skates it down. Quick shot, save. Harding. A beauty by Harding. Rebound knocked away. Needham tries to clear and does. Gets it out to center, and with it is Grant over the Mountie line. Grant cuts it in on Doherty. Doherty pokes it away. Nice play by Doherty, and Doherty has it along the near boards. And the Mounties clear it out to center. J.J. Rubright fires back into the Mountie zone. 2:30 left in regulation. We're tied at 4 apiece, and they called offside Middlebury. Interesting, just about a minute and a half ago, when they were calling, I believe, offside against MSJ, I think that Mike Hogan thought it was a penalty coming up against Middlebury. He skated all the way up to the bench area. The net was open.
Oh, boy.
And MSJ wants its timeout right now.
He came up with some really...
Luckily, he got back there. They're all screaming at him to get back, and the puck was at center ice. 2:28 left in regulation. It's MSJ 4, Middlebury 4. MSJ with its timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second break. MVP tied at 4 apiece, 2:28 left in regulation. The Mounties trail 4-2 going into the third period. Luke Bauman, his second goal of the game with 14:09 remaining in the period to make it 4-3 Middlebury. McGregor Chadwick got the tying goal with 10:51 left here in this period, and they played even ever since, tied at 4 apiece.
But the big hats off play to Mike Hogan, who had some really big saves. It's keeping MSJ going in this third period.
So it'll be Tony Emelo, Jack Allen, J.J. Rubright, Trevor Beanie, and Ryan Rubright for Middlebury, Eric Abel, McGregor Chadwick, Jeff Brisbane, Chris Cosgrove, Luke Bauman for MSJ. So Abel, Bauman, and Brisbane on the live with Chadwick and Cosgrove with the points, and the draw will come just outside the Mountie line. It'll be Ryan Rubright and Jeff Brisbane on the draw. 2:28 left in regulation, tied at 4 apiece. Play underway. It's at center ice. Poked ahead by Abel to Luke Bauman just outside the Middlebury line. Luke Bauman now struggling for the puck. Got it into the Middlebury zone. Still in the zone. Bauman sends it to the end board. Chasing it down. Brisbane in behind Harding. Jeff Brisbane looking to the far corner. Brisbane changes direction. Still controlling. And his pass knocked away, but it goes to Chadwick, top of the slot. Save, and on the rebound, Brisbane shot again, the save by Harding. Brisbane gets it back again at the end board. Brisbane tries to wrap around, trying to stuff it through, near post. Covered up by Harding, and he hangs on. 1:55 left in regulation, tied at 4 apiece.
MSJ with two really big bids on that one. They came from the right-hand side of the net. Took a wicked shot. I believe it was Brisbane.
Yep. The draw to the right of Middlebury goaltender Wilder Harding. It'll be Jeff Brisbane taking the draw for the Mounties. Brisbane with Bauman and Abel, Cosgrove, and McGregor Chadwick. Eric Emelo taking the draw for Middlebury. Off the draw, it goes not quite to Abel and comes out of the zone. McGregor Chadwick with it. Sends it to Eric Abel. Abel steers it back into the Tiger zone over for J.J. Rubright. Clears out to center, and with it is McGregor Chadwick. Retreats to his own zone. Sends it up too far for Bauman. Trickles into the Tiger zone. J.J. Rubright sends it out to center to Grant. His pass intercepted by Abel. Abel skates it into the Middlebury zone. Knocked away by Davidoff, but it goes to Bauman along the line. Bauman to the right wing circle. Bauman wanted to go in front, knocked away. It comes along the near boards. Cosgrove at the top of the circle. Knocked down, shoots it in again, and the save by Harding, and he hangs on. Cosgrove with a couple of opportunities. Got off a weak shot, then second opportunity. The initial shot was knocked down. 1:19 left in regulation. It's 4-4.
MSJ getting really hungry with 1:19 left.
Bill Babb, Trevor Schaff, Trey Schaff in for the Mounties with Kevin Doherty and McGregor Chadwick. It'll be Billy Babb taking the draw for MSJ to the right of Wilder Harding in the Middlebury zone. And off the draw comes along the near boards. Davidoff had it for a moment now. J.J. Rubright behind his own cage. Tries to clear it out. Babb keeps it in at the line. Send it back to the corner. Back for J.J. Rubright. Took a funny bounce. Now it goes to Eric Emelo. Coming down on a minute left in regulation, tied at 4 apiece. Eric Emelo up to center over the red line. Emelo to the blue line. A shot knocked down by Doherty. It goes to Trevor Schaap. He's knocked down. Davidoff keeps it in the zone. Babb now to Doherty, and Doherty clears it to center. J.J. Rubright skates it to the line, fires in wide of Hogan. 45 seconds left in regulation. Doherty with it. Doherty clears it out to center for MSJ. Davidoff with it. Dumps the puck back into the Mountie zone, and back for it is McGregor Chadwick. 35 seconds left in regulation. Tied at 4 apiece. Chadwick up to center. Chadwick over the red line, over the Middlebury line. McGregor Chadwick in deep. Chadwick in behind Harding. Chadwick trying to shoot it in front. Deflected. Skated out to center by J.J. Rubright. His pass knocked away. Doherty with it. Doherty fires back into the Tiger zone. 18 seconds left in regulation. 16 seconds left now, and this will be icing against MSJ. 4-4, 16 seconds left in regulation.
It's pretty safe to say if anybody scores now, their game.
We are in overtime for all intents and purposes. The draw will come to the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. It'll be Ryan Rubright, Beanie, Tony Emelo, Eric Emelo, and J.J. Rubright. A couple of Rubrights, a couple of Emelos, and Beanie for Middlebury. As I say that, here's Davidoff skating on for Ryan Rubright. Brisbane will take the draw to the right of Hogan with Eric Emelo of Middlebury. 16 seconds left in regulation. We're tied at 4 apiece.
Nobody wants to play D.
Off the draw, it goes right to McGregor Chadwick, and he clears it out to center. 10 seconds left. Brisbane over the red line, over the Middlebury line. Brisbane's got Abel in front. He goes to Abel, backhander. Save Harding! And he saved the game right there. 2 seconds, 1. We go to overtime. Abel had an opportunity right in the final 2 seconds to win it, and Wilder Harding coming up big for Middlebury. It's 4-4. Are you ready for another sudden death overtime? Here we go. We'll be back after this timeout.
Sports headlines, mornings and afternoons on WSYB Rutland.
WSYB AM 1380.
Jack Healey, Barry Bowe back at Royce Mandigo, tied at 4 apiece. MSJ and Middlebury as we get set for overtime. There will be an 8-minute sudden death overtime period. First team to score wins it. If they don't score at the end of 8 minutes, it'll be a tie. And, of course, this is our third sudden death overtime game. Of course, that MSJ Rutland Holiday Tournament Championship game, which went into the third overtime. It technically is a tie, but it went into the third overtime. And, of course, the second MSJ Rutland game went into overtime. Luke Bauman winning it for MSJ the last time we saw the overtime, and we'll see what happens here. As quickly recapping the scoring in the first period, Tony Emelo put Middlebury up 1-0. J.J. Rubright scoring to put Middlebury up 2-0. And in the second period, the Mounties tried to climb back. McGregor Chadwick would cut it to 2-1 Middlebury on a power play goal. And then it would be Jack Allen on a power play to put Middlebury up 3-1. Then it would be Luke Bauman to cut it to 3-2 in the second period. Luke Bauman's first of 2 goals. Then it was Travis Beanie putting Middlebury up 4-2 in the second period. And Luke Bauman and McGregor Chadwick both scoring their second goals of the hockey game in the third period to tie it up at 4 apiece. Middlebury has not scored since that Travis Beanie goal with 8 minutes plus left in the second period. Matter of fact, there has been no scoring since Chadwick tied it up with 10:51 left in the third period. So an 8-minute sudden death overtime. MSJ going right to left, Middlebury left to right. MSJ almost won it at the end there. Eric Abel with a great bid, and Harding coming up with the big save as Brisbane chased it down in the zone. It fed Abel in front. His backhander robbed by Harding, and we have a matching penalties right at the draw to start off the sudden death overtime. Brisbane going off for the Mounties. And I didn't catch, it was whoever maybe who was taking the draw with him.
Allen.
It was Allen going off for Middlebury, so they'll be skating 4-on-4.
Jack Allen.
Was it Allen or Grant?
Travis Grant.
Travis Grant, yeah. Number 10 went off. Allen's still on the ice. So matching penalty. And I didn't catch the signal, but we're underway, and they're playing 4-on-4 for the first 2 minutes of the sudden death. Puck at center ice, Doherty with it. Doherty steers it to the line now with it as Luke Bauman over the Middlebury line, fires it, save, Harding, and the rebound, they're looking for it. Bauman with it at the circle, fires in, save, Harding, they're poking at it, still in the circle. Allen with it, trying to clear it out, but it comes out from Bauman to Cosgrove at the point, and now with it is J.J. Rubright. Rubright sends it out to center to Allen, up over the red line. Allen over the Mountie line. Allen right to left to the right wing circle, fires in, high over the glass and out of play as Allen had a bid, but he misfired on the shot. It went over the glass and out of play. 7:25 left in sudden death overtime. Minute 26 left in the matching penalties. I had no idea what they called on that. It was right at the draw.
I saw no sign by the referee.
Well, I know they had the announcement, but I certainly didn't hear it. It was both roughing. Okay, that generally is it. Grant for Middlebury, Brisbane for MSJ. The draw to the left of Hogan in the Mountie zone. Ryan Rubright and Bauman, quick shot off the draw of Beanie, and it was knocked away by Hogan. Now Cosgrove sends it along the far boards for Chadwick up to center. Up over the red line, McGregor Chadwick on the fly over the Middlebury line. Cuts it in on Harding, trying to stuff it in, knocked away. It goes to the end board. Don't believe he really got a good shot away on that. Couldn't get good wood on it. It's out at center. It trickles to the Mountie line. Doherty pokes it along the near board. Skated over the line now by Davidoff. He shoots it in wide along the far boards. Ryan Rubright over for it, and he sends it to the end board, and backboard is Kevin Doherty. They're skating 4-on-4, and Doherty clears it the length of the ice. This will be icing against MSJ. 48 seconds left in the matching penalty. 6:46 left in sudden death overtime. We're tied at 4 apiece. The draw to the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. Trey Shaft in with Eric Abel now, McGregor Chadwick and Kevin Doherty. Jack Allen, Tony Emelo, Eric Emelo for Middlebury, and also in there right now is Alex Davidoff. Draw to the right of Hogan. Trey Shaft along the far boards. It was deflected. Allen couldn't get a stick on it. Out to the point to Eric Emelo. Shot knocked down by Chadwick out to center, and Emelo goes down, and Trey Shaft with it, pokes it ahead. Trey Shaft over the Middlebury line to Chadwick, left to right. Chadwick along the line now. McGregor Chadwick sent it to the circle. Davidoff clears it back out to center. Tony Emelo with it over the Mountie line. Emelo fires in. It goes wide of Mike Hogan. Now to Allen at the circle. Fires in behind Hogan. Along the far boards, Kevin Doherty with it. Sends it up to center. Too far for McGregor Chadwick. This will be icing. If that got on stick, Chadwick undoubtedly would have gone in alone on Harding. We'll have the draw back in the Mountie zone to the right of Mike Hogan. 6:11 left in sudden death overtime. We're tied at 4 apiece. 13 seconds left in the matching penalties. Jeff Brisbane for MSJ and Travis Grant for Middlebury.
Yeah, that definitely would have been the put-away goal for MSJ.
Oh, my, that was close.
Right off the tip of McGregor Chadwick's stick.
It'll be Trey Shaft taking the draw with Ryan Rubright to the right of Mike Hogan, Mountie zone. Off the draw, loose in the circle. Cosgrove, far corner, bumped, and Trey Shaft with it. Clears it out to center to Bauman over the red line. Bauman over the Middlebury line. Bauman sent it to the end board as he's bumped by J.J. Rubright. Over for it is Needham. Catching penalties are over. Both teams at full strength. Trey Shaft along the far boards. Fires in, save Harding. It's cleared out, and with it is Ryan Rubright. He managed to poke it out to center. Trey Shaft with it now. Trey Shaft backhands it back into the Middlebury zone where Needham tries to clear it. Brisbane kept it alive, kept it in the zone to Bauman. Wanted to go back to Brisbane, poked away. Needham gets it out to center. Needham lost it to Cosgrove. Cosgrove has it knocked down by Beanie. Beanie gets it into the Mountie zone, got it to Ryan Rubright. Wanted to go to Davidoff, and he tried it one time. It came out to center. Middlebury got it back into the Mountie zone, and Doherty finds it and clears it the length of the ice. This will be icing against MSJ. 5:20 left in sudden death overtime. It's 4-4. We'll have the draw to the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. Billy Babb, McGregor Chadwick, Chris Cosgrove. And as I say that, let's see. Trey Shaft in there right now for MSJ. Now Trevor Shaft also in there. It'll be Grant taking the draw with Billy Babb to the right of Hogan. As I say that, a whole bunch of changes. Now Abel and Brisbane and Bauman come back in. For Middlebury, Jack Allen, Grant, Tony Emelo, Eric Emelo, and J.J. Rubright. Now Trevor Shaft comes off. It'll be Brisbane taking the draw with Travis Grant of Middlebury. Off the draw, loose in the circle, goes to the far corner. McGregor Chadwick clears it all the way back down into the Tiger zone. Back forward is J.J. Rubright. Rubright behind his own goaltender, sends it along for Allen along the near boards, kept in by Brisbane, pokes it to the end board in behind Harding, backboard Eric Emelo. Emelo clears it out to center to Tony Emelo, and he lost it at the red line. Nice play by McGregor Chadwick, got it to Abel for a moment, as it's sent back into the Middlebury zone. Brisbane with it, Brisbane now to the near corner, Brisbane at the end board, Brisbane is bumped, it goes to J.J. Rubright behind his own cage, tries to clear it out, kept in by Chadwick, right point, fires in, and the save by Harding, and he hangs on as that came in through a screen, as the Mountaineers almost got the game winner there. 4-4, 4:43 left in sudden death overtime. The Mounties will get the draw in the Middlebury zone. To the left of Wilder Harding, the freshman goaltender, Bill Babb, Trevor and Trey Schaff, Chris Cosgrove and McGregor Chadwick out there right now for MSJ. Now Kevin Doherty comes in for Chris Cosgrove. So it's Doherty and McGregor Chadwick at the points. Beanie will take the draw for Middlebury. And off the draw to Trevor Schaft. Quick shot, save by Harding. And Trevor Schaft almost came up with a game winner there. He had a nice shot in on Wilder Harding.
That's what they have to keep using the points on that and keep getting the quick shots off, and MSJ will get a bid.
Babb and Beanie, and it goes right to J.J. Rubright. He clears it up to center. Too far for Ryan Rubright into the Mountie zone. McGregor Chadwick with it. Backhands it past Trevor Schaft. It trickles into the Middlebury zone. Beanie back for it for Middlebury. Pass went right off Ryan Rubright. Trey Schaft with it in the Middlebury zone, and he's knocked down. It goes to Ryan Rubright. And it kept in by Trevor Schaft, and he lost the puck to Beanie. Beanie in behind his own cage for Middlebury. Beanie sends it out right wing side to Needham. Needham's pass to center off Ryan Rubright, goes to Chadwick at his own line. Sends it up too far for Trey Schaft, back into the Middlebury zone, and Eric Emelo skates it up to center. Emelo's pass right by Ryan Rubright all the way on Hogan. Hogan will leave it for Kevin Doherty. Less than 4 minutes remaining in sudden death overtime. It's 4-4. Needham for the right wing circle. Shot goes in wide. Now Davidov along the far boards, goes to Beanie, left wing circle, ridden off the puck, and with it is McGregor Chadwick. Chadwick along the far board, starts it out of the Mountie zone up to center. Up over the red line, Chadwick over the blue line. Chadwick cuts in on Harding, and he shoots, and he never got the shot away. Never got, or did he?
He did get the shot away, but Harding made the beautiful save.
And then it went right
out to him.
He kind of just trapped him, I think. And then we finally got the whistle, and the draw will come to the right of Wilder Harding.
Freshman goaltender from Middlebury comes up big again. Both goalies.
Yeah, the next thing I know after he made the save is Chadwick had the puck again skating around, but he covered up long enough. 3:34 left in sudden death overtime, tied at 4 apiece. Off the draw, Brisbane to Abel, top of the left wing circle. Back, he wanted to go to Brisbane to Abel, shoots it in, stopped in front. They're poking at it at the slot now. J.J. Rubright with it for Middlebury. Up to center, over the red line, and Kevin Doherty fans on it. Now Eric Emelo with it in the Mountie zone to the circle. He's bumped there. Eric Emelo looking for it, far corner. Now it goes to Doherty, clears it around his own cage, near corner. Digging it out now is Jack Allen. Out to the point to J.J. Rubright, back to Allen, right wing circle. Allen tries to center it, bouncing puck. It goes to Tony Emelo, far corner. Tony Emelo looking. Tony Emelo lost it to Brisbane. Brisbane skates it up to center. Passes along, wanted to go to Abel. It's deflected by J.J. Rubright, picked off by Eric Emelo. Skates it over the Mountie line. Eric Emelo cuts it in deep behind Hogan in front. They're poking at it, still poking at it, and Hogan covers up a big pileup in the crease. And that might have been Middlebury's best bid of the overtime. 2:45 left in sudden death overtime. It's 4-4.
Boy, there's nothing worse than a rolling puck. And Hogan covered that one up beautifully.
That had danger written all over it. The draw to the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. 2:45 left in sudden death overtime. We're tied at 4 apiece. Bill Babb and Ryan Rubright on the draw to the right of Mike Hogan. Off the draw, still in the circle. It goes to the end board, backboard Cosgrove behind his own cage. Cosgrove will clear it off the glass the length of the ice, and this will be icing against MSJ. And we'll have the draw to the left of Mike Hogan. It'll be Ryan Rubright taking the draw for Middlebury. Cosgrove, Babb, McGregor Chadwick, Trey Schaft, and Trevor Schaft in for MSJ right now. 2:37 left in sudden death overtime, tied at 4 apiece. Off the draw, goes to Eric Emelo at the circle, fires in off the glass behind Hogan. Along the far boards goes to Trey Schaff, up to Babb. Babb lost it in the circle. Eric Emelo kicks it away, but Cosgrove with it behind his own cage. Sends it up too far for Trey Schaff. Knocked away, it goes to McGregor Chadwick. McGregor Chadwick is hit, but then changes direction along the far boards. Chadwick up to center for the Mounties, over the red line, over the Middlebury line, along the far boards. Cuts it right to left, fires in, and it goes wide off the glass. Along the near boards to Cosgrove. Fires in, knocked down in front by J.J. Rubright. Tries to clear. Trevor Schaff with the top of the slot. Fires in off the glass. In behind Harding. Bauman digs it out. Bauman in behind the cage. He's hit, and we got a whistle. With 1:59 left in sudden death overtime. And the cage came off the mooring.
Boy, it could have been devastating if that was a penalty for MSJ. Three quick chances for MSJ on net that time. But the puck is sliding right over the top of the net to the side once.
So the draw to the left of Harding, it'll be Brisbane against Eric Emelo. 1:59 left in sudden death overtime. Off the draw along the far boards, Brisbane got it back at the circle, but Allen clears it out to center. Back forward, McGregor Chadwick, his own zone for the Mounties. Chadwick up to Cosgrove, lost it to Allen. Allen skates it to the line and fires in, is steered wide by Hogan. Back forward, Chadwick, 1:40 left in sudden death overtime, tied at 4 apiece. Chadwick lost it to Emelo in behind Hogan. And now Brisbane trying to dig it out. Eric Emelo and Brisbane near corner Mountie zone. And it's sent to the top of the slot, knocked away, and Cosgrove with it now as Tony Emelo couldn't do anything with it. Up to Bauman over the red line, fires in wide of Harding off the end board. Back forward, J.J. Rubright behind his own cage. 1:20 left in sudden death overtime. Bauman steals in the zone. Bauman in front to Brisbane, lines it up. Backhander goes wide. Abel at the end board. Abel tried to steer it back in, knocked away, and Allen sends it now left wing side for J.J. Rubright, and he'll clear it all the way back down to the Mountie zone. It will go the length of the ice, and this will be icing. And oh my, I thought they had the game winner right there.
That was one of their best chances of the night.
It was Brisbane who lined it up and it went wide. 1:01 remaining here in sudden death overtime. It's 4-4.
He had a lot of time on that puck.
Yeah, and he was just lining it up.
He went with the backhand.
I just thought it was a matter of where it was going to go in the net, let alone whether it was going to go in or not. Where was it going to go? Babb will take the draw for the Mounties to the left of Wilder Harding. Eric Emelo will take the draw for Middlebury. Off the draw, it's in the circle. They can't clear. Trey Schaff along the far boards, dumps it near corner Middlebury zone. Trevor Schaff now at the circle. Trevor Schaff bumped by Allen. 52 seconds left in sudden death. It goes in behind the cage. Middlebury controlling, knocked away. It goes to Trevor Schaff. Fires in front, knocked down. Trevor Schaff to the circle. Knocked down in front. Goes to the far corner. Davidoff try to clear it out. Trey Schaff along the far boards. Lines it up. Fires deflected off the stick of Harding. Out to the left point to Chadwick. Fires in. Harding makes the save and covers up on the rebound. 33 seconds left in overtime.
MSJ's doing everything right here. Just can't put it in the net.
It's 4-4 now. Bauman, Abel, and Brisbane come in with Cosgrove and McGregor Chadwick. 33 seconds left in sudden death overtime. Brisbane will take the draw for the Mounties. Eric Emelo for Middlebury. And now Middlebury wants its timeout, and we'll keep it right here. Again, the Middlebury goals, and they haven't scored since Travis Beanie scored with 8 minutes plus left in the second period. Tony Emelo, J.J. Rubright, Jack Allen, and Travis Beanie have scored for Middlebury, but all their scoring by the end of the second period. Allen's goal, a power play goal. The Mounties, after trailing 2-0, got a power play goal by McGregor Chadwick in the second period and got a goal from Luke Bauman in the second period. And those two would tie it for the Mounties in the third period. Bauman would cut the Middlebury lead to 4-3 with 14:09 left in the third period. Then McGregor Chadwick would tie it at 4 apiece with 10:51 remaining in the third period. And so the teams have been at 4-4 since that point. They've gone 10 minutes, 51 seconds, and about 7 and let's see, they've gone about 18 minutes or so of scoreless hockey here after the Mounties had tied it up at 4 apiece with 10:51 left in the game in regulation. We have 33 seconds left in sudden death overtime. It's 4-4.
couple of really, really big saves there. We have Mike Hogan with 16 saves so far on the night, and very, very impressive saves, I might add.
Both goaltenders have been impressive.
31 saves so far for Wilder Harding from Middlebury. And both goaltenders, Mike Hogan, a sophomore, Wilder Harding, a freshman from Middlebury. We'll see a lot more of them in the future, I'm sure.
It's been about 30 minutes of shutout goaltending by Mike Hogan, right, since Middlebury's fourth goal with 8 minutes or so left in the second period. And the rest of that period, 7 minutes, 22 minutes with a 15 minutes, and close to 8 minutes here. 33 seconds left in sudden death overtime. Draw to the right of Harding. Brisbane looking for it in the circle. Chadwick comes over, and it trickles in on Harding, and he smothers the puck. That took 4 seconds. 29 seconds left in sudden death overtime. It's 4-4.
As the silence continues.
Trevor Beanie taking the draw for Middlebury. Jeff Brisbane for the Mounties. Off the draw, coming over is Chadwick. Quick shot, knocked away by Harding. Chadwick in behind the cage, hit the side of the cage. J.J. Rubright tries to clear it out. Finally finds the puck and clears it out to center where Bauman has it. 15 seconds left. Bauman to the line, fires in, gloved by Harding. This is offside MSJ anyway. 14 seconds left in sudden death overtime.
On that last shot, though, Harding actually deflected the puck and it hit the post. That could have easily gone in.
The draw will come just outside the Middlebury line. 14 seconds left in sudden death overtime, tied at 4-4. It'll be Eric Emelo and Jeff Brisbane on the draw. Off the draw, it goes to Chris Cosgrove, dumps it into the Middlebury zone. 10 seconds left in sudden death. Brisbane trying to skate it down, but Allen with it. Allen sends it up to center now to Tony Emelo over the Mountie line. Fires in, glove by Hogan. Hangs on with 2 seconds left. It might have gone wide if he didn't glove it, but who's going to
look good to me?
Who's going to check that one out? 2 seconds left in sudden death overtime. Hogan with a game-saving save right there. It could have gone wide, but who wanted to find out? You're right. So we'll have the draw to the right of Mike Hogan. As the Mounties can do at this point is tie. Just make sure they control the puck, and that would be a tie hockey game. 2 seconds left, Brisbane and Eric Emelo. Off the draw to Tony Emelo, fires in, deflected, wide, and that's the hockey game. And the two teams skating to a 4-all overtime tie. That's the final. MSJ 4, Middlebury 4. We'll wrap it up after this timeout. Middlebury skate to a 4-all overtime tie here, and MSJ really, this is one of those games, they say a tie is like kissing your sister, all those cliches and everything, but when you're trailing 4-2 and you get the tie, I think the tie means more to MSJ than it does to Middlebury, and with the tie, MSJ now at 3-1-1 in league play, 9-2-2 overall. Middlebury now 2-2-2 in league play, and 3-8-2 overall. MSJ and Middlebury skating to a 4-all tie here at Royce Mandigo. And here with the statistics, 4 different players scoring for Middlebury. Chadwick and Bauman each had 2 goals apiece for MSJ.
All right, 7:16. Yes. I've been waiting for that all night, Bulldog. 7:16 in the first period. Tony Emilio puts Middlebury on top 1-0. We have 3:18. Middlebury scores again with a goal from J.J. Rubright, and that made it 2-0. And 13:18 left in the first period. McGregor Chadwick from MSJ scores MSJ's first goal, making it 2-1 Middlebury still. And we have, and this is in the second period also, a power play goal by Jack Allen and from Middlebury at 9:40 left, making it 3-1 Middlebury. And MSJ coming back on the board with a goal from Luke Bauman. That's at 9:04, making it 3-2. And then we have Middlebury scoring from Travis Beanie at 8:12 left, making it 4-2. And then we have MSJ again scoring from Luke Bauman, his second goal of the night at 14:09 in the third period, making it 4-3. And then McGregor Chadwick for MSJ tying it up, making it 4-4 with 10:51 left. Mike Hogan with 18 saves on the night, Wilder Harding with 33 saves. And that's where we stand at this point.
So Wilder Harding with 33 saves. Mike Hogan had 18 saves for MSJ. Both goaltenders outstanding, especially in the pressure-packed third period. Both teams had opportunities to win, but MSJ trailing by 2 goals most of the night before McGregor Chadwick tied it up at 4 apiece with 10:51 remaining in regulation. The Mounties really, they were the team that came back to tie, so that's a tie that means a little bit more to them than certainly Middlebury, even though Middlebury blown out 8-0 by MSJ earlier. Maybe this is a moral victory for them as well. Of course, Middlebury playing without 2 players tonight, and of course the Mounties missing Kurt Bombargi had to put McGregor Chadwick at a point. More ice time for Kevin Doherty tonight, and that is why we're going to give the 7th player award to Kevin Doherty. A lot of people deserved it, but Kevin Doherty, the unsung hero tonight, more ice time at a point. Of course, McGregor Chadwick had to play at a point as well, but Kevin Doherty is our 7th player award winner. He will get the cap at a future date from H.A. Eddy Energy Fast Break on Woodstock Avenue. A 4-all overtime tie here at Royce Mandigo tonight between MSJ and Middlebury. Kevin Doherty is our 7th player award winner for MSJ. Time for our J.P. Carrera & Sons Most Valuable Player. We'll be back with our choice for the MVP after this timeout. Middlebury have skated to a 4-all overtime tie here at Royce Mandigo, and tonight's game can be seen on Channel 15 at a future date. Jack Abel is our cameraman. Hi there, folks. You'll see this at a future date on Channel 15. And our MVP, our J.P. Carrera & Sons MVP, it's got to be McGregor Chadwick. He had a pair of goals. He also tied the game in the third period. But more importantly, he played up and also at a point tonight because of the Kurt Bombargi not being here. So McGregor Chadwick is our J.P. Carrera & Sons Mountie Most Valuable Player, and he will get all the souvenirs from J.P. Carrera & Sons when we finally get around to it and give all the souvenirs to everybody that's got them so far this year. So that does it tonight. We'll catch you Saturday for the doubleheader. We'll see the Mounties in Brattleboro, a big one a week from tonight. Coming up tomorrow night, we got boys basketball. Rutland hosting South Burlington. We'll be on the air at 7:20. We'll have a hockey doubleheader Saturday. Twin Valley and the Otters in Game 1. Rutland and Harwood in Game 2. Both games for you on WSYB starting at 5:20. So that does it. Our coverage tonight from Royce Mandigo. For Bulldog Blair, our engineer, and Perry Bove, I'm Jack Healey, wishing you all a very pleasant good evening from the Royce Mandigo Arena. The final again, MSJ and Middlebury skating to a 4-all overtime tie. Have a good evening, everybody.